Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning. Vanakkam, Chennai makkale. எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? It's such a lovely day. The weather's beautiful. It's a perfect Sunday. And we are here at the heart of this vibrant metropolis, ECR, for the HCL Cyclothon 2023. Singara Chennai, the gateway to South India, is all set to witness an incredible spectacle of athleticism and endurance. I am Sandeep and I'm honored to guide you through the HCL Cyclothon Chennai, a celebration of health, unity, and spirit. With me in commentary today is Nirav. Welcome to the show, Nirav. How excited are you today?
Age bracket of 18 to 35 years, and with a total prize pool of 15 lakhs that'll be distributed amongst the ranked athletes. Followed by the amateur road race, age brackets of 18 to 30, 30 to 45, and then 45 years and above. And it's going to have a prize pool of 7.5 lakhs that's going to be distributed amongst the various rankings. And then the amateur MTB, which is mountain biking road race. It has a shorter distance of 24 kilometers, and the age range is going to remain the same. That is 18 to 30, 30 to 45, and then 45 years and above. The only caveat being that the tire size needs to be 26 inches above as per the mountain biking road cycles that are presented by the athletes. And it's also going to have a prize pool of 7.5 lakhs. Lastly, we're going to have the green ride, which is the one that I am looking forward to most, because we're going to see a lot of participants come in here, because it's going to be a non-timed race with a shorter distance of 15 kilometers. And it's going to push a lot of cycling enthusiasts and a lot of new entrants to this beautiful sport of cycling to dip their toes into the water, so to speak.
Yeah, Nirav. So the cyclothon this time in Chennai is happening for the first time in the East Coast Road, the very scenic East Coast Road. Do you know which is my favorite hangout on the ECR, Nirav?
I'm going to guess probably Kovalam Beach because of the serene view and the sound of waves.
Yeah, of course. Kovalam is one of my hangouts. But whenever I visit Chennai, I make it a point to go to Maya Jal, which is a multiplex plus an entertainment center. And that is where today's races are going to be kicked off. I'm going to quickly run you through the route map for this particular cyclothon, the HCL Cyclothon 2023. The flag off is going to happen at Maya Jal Multiplex, and the cyclists will then proceed on ECR towards MGM Disney World, cross Kovalam, and the green ride will take a U-turn at Kovalam, and the others, the amateurs, will continue further. The amateur MTB ride will take a U-turn at the Sheraton Grand Hotel, whereas the professionals and the amateur race of 55 kilometers, they will go further across Salavan Kuppam and take a U-turn right at the a place where you find the Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering, and back again on ECR Road and go towards Maya Jal. ECR is a very famous or favorite place for youngsters of Chennai to hang out, and many of them go there on weekends to spend time on the beachside resorts, restaurants. It's an amazing place to be, and I'm totally thrilled to bits.
Wow, sounds like a phenomenal place to be. Definitely one on my visit places to go, to-do list places right now.
Yep. So HCL's partnership with sports isn't just about sponsorship, Nirav. It's about a shared vision of promoting a healthier and a more active society. Their efforts have touched lives of countless athletes and sports enthusiasts. I'm sure you would like to add your points to that as well.
Definitely. I mean, let's just start with cyclothons before we move on to some of the other ventures that HCL supports. They held a cyclothon earlier this year in March in Noida, where more or less the structure was the same, just a few changes in the duration and age brackets. But apart from that, they had welcomed almost 1,000 plus cyclists there in the Noida edition. And we had some really interesting personalities grace the presence on the cycling track. We had people who were extremely dominant cyclists, such as Naveen John, who is a 9-time national championship cyclist. We also had other cyclists of his caliber who were national level and participated with all their rigor. We also had a lot of Ironman winners and aspirants who were, really enjoying themselves on this track. We even had a cancer survivor who had overcome cancer through his fitness regime and credited cycling as a hobby to it. We even had a lot of people who had started cycling at the age of 35 plus, people like Kirti Virmani, who despite starting late, because of their dedication and discipline, they were able to reach to the Ironman level of fitness. So really great stuff there.
Seriously, great stuff. I wish I could get on a cycle someday, and I'm so thrilled that cycling has taken given such importance, and we must thank the government of Tamil Nadu for helping put this event together, because this is the first time this is happening on ECR, and uh, for this particular event, ECR has been completely blocked, and entire access has been provided to HCL Cyclothon. And this entire racetrack spans 3 districts. And we must
Wow.
thank the police as well. Without their support, this humongous effort wouldn't have been possible.
Yep, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we have almost a police force of around 1,400 to 1,500 people being deployed, and thanks to their efforts, the cyclists are going to have an uninterrupted cycling experience, and it's just going to help build the culture of cyclothons in India. And credit to the Tamil Nadu government for their ambition and their continued support in helping driving sports. So, apart from, I'll just inform the viewers, apart from today's cyclothon, they've also helped with the squash World Cup that was held in June. They really helped facilitate that as well. And they also had the Asian Junior Team Championship that was held in Chennai. So, kudos to the Tamil Nadu government.
And a big thanks to our chief guest, Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin, who is the sports minister for the state of Tamil Nadu. He will be at the event at some point of time today. So, big thanks to Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin, who's the son of the chief minister of Tamil Nadu as well. And he's also a very accomplished actor and producer as well. I've been watching many of his movies, and he's well known in the Tamil film industry as well, Nirav.
Wow, I did not know that, to be honest. I don't follow the South Indian film industry, but yeah, thanks for that interesting factoid, Sandeep. And Mr. Stalin will also be joined by IS officers J. Meghanatha Reddy and Dr. Atulya Misra, who I'm sure had a pivotal role to play in organizing this cyclothon, along with the support of the police force.
Absolutely. So the weather is perfect right now in Chennai. It's not yet sunny. When the thing that we experience in Chennai is even at 6 a.m. you would see the sun beating down on you. But right now it's not very sunny. Pretty ideal for all the cyclists. And as we can see, all many enthusiastic cyclists have already lined up to give it a go. And we'll be starting with the professional race, and there's huge prize money to be won as well. That's going to be a big motivating factor as well, isn't it, Nirav?
Oh, definitely, definitely. It's I think the whole concept is interesting because, of course, total price pool is of 15 lakhs, But I remember the previous time around, they had given good prizes to all the ranked racers who had finished, let's say, in the top 10 or top 15, where position one, let's say, from the previous professional race had received 1.5 lakhs, and they had distributed the money there on their fourth, where the top five scoring in excess of 1 lakhs each, and then in the top 10 they all scored in excess of 50,000 each, and even the 15th ranker got some money to take home. So good motivation there all across the board.
HCL is also a big supporter of squash and bridge, and I'm sure you're following them very closely, Nirav.
Oh, squash in particular, yes, it's a sport that's close to my heart. But it's also interesting to see what they've been doing with Olympic Gold Quest and bridge, supporting a lot of niche sports, in my opinion. Sports there, unlike those mass events like hockey, badminton, cricket, football. So kudos to HCL team. I mean, talking about
Yeah,
squash in particular,
HCL. Sure,
yeah,
go
go on,
ahead.
Sandeep, go on.
So HCL is it's a name synonymous with innovation and technology, right? But they've also been such a staunch supporter of sports, and the commitment to fostering athletic talent, promoting a healthy lifestyle, is really commendable, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, just talking about squash, because I followed the World Cup and the Asian Junior Team Championship that was also supported by them. They've partnered with SRFI, which is Squash Racket Federation of India, with whom I think close to 6,000 Indian athletes have registered. And since 2019, HCL and SRFI, they've been working alongside with each other to develop the HCL Podium program, which provides a lot of support at the senior as well as the grassroots level, and gives almost like a 360-degree perspective to all the athletes. And they try to support them with multiple facets of their game and development.
Awesome. So the first race is going to begin in just about 5 minutes from now. Dear viewers, this is going to be a breathtaking event, the professional race that begins in just about 5 minutes from now. Chennai's got a good dose of overnight rains, so the weather is definitely pretty comfortable now. Usually it gets very sunny and hot, and it's so nice to see that it's not really sunny. So I'm sure the riders will like it today.
Yeah, slightly cool to start off the first race at least. Probably the sun will rise up as the races progress. But slightly overnight rain you mentioned, Sandeep. Do you think that will impact the race in any way? With the roads being slightly wet, I think we might see fewer sprint attempts because the slight wetness of the road might lead to some instability, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm sure these professionals who've been on bicycles for a long time, they would have figured out ways to manage, any wet puddles on the road. And knowing Chennai very well, it can go dry very quickly. Once the sun is out, you wouldn't even realize that there was any sort of rain before this. But I personally feel the rain's cooling down the temperature would be a welcome relief.
Right. And just taking a look at the weather forecast, right now it's not too windy to start off the professional segment of the race at least. But going ahead, it's going to get even more windier. And it'll be interesting to see how many athletes kind of link up behind each other, almost, drafting behind each other to try and conserve energy, let the lead cyclist bear the brunt of the wind, so to speak.
All right. Talking about Chennai, Chennai is one of the IT hubs in India, along with Bangalore, Noida, Hyderabad, and it is also known for the Lungi dance. The Lungi dance by Yo-Yo Honey Singh was actually a tribute to Rajinikanth, who was shot in Chennai. And do you also know that Marina Beach is one of the longest urban beaches in the world? It stretches for about 13 kilometers.
I mean, I didn't know the exact distance, Sandeep, but Marina Beach is actually on one of my go-to places to visit. So yeah, I have a slight fascination with Marina Beach and been wanting to visit Chennai for some time now. sample the
In the
filter
evening,
coffee.
it's bustling with life. Hundreds or thousands of people on the beach, off the beach. It starts very early in the morning. In fact, there are joggers and runners and cyclists who head to the Marina Beach very early in the morning at about 5 a.m. You would see so many of them. There are groups who are practicing yoga. Some of them are practicing some martial arts, and there are vendors. It's a very lively place. You should visit it, Nirav, whenever you're here in Chennai.
Definitely. I'm from Mumbai, so we have similar culture to what you just described regarding to some of the coastal parts of the city. So it
Right, and
should
as we
be
speak, the first race is just about to begin. We have Mr. Maninder Singh, the Secretary General, Cycling Federation of India, along with Mr. Atulya Mishra, who are at the podium, and we are going to begin the HCL Cyclothon 2023 in Chennai in just a few moments from now. I can't hold the excitement seeing all these professional cyclists race for the prize money on the East Coast Road in Chennai, starting at Maya Jal, and they will uh, go right up to Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering and take a U-turn and come back towards the finish line, which is near Maya Jal as well. And we have begun the race in right earnest, and as you can see, they're off the mark, and all of them have uh, begun with just one thing in mind: the grand prize.
a lot of cyclists decorating their cycles with lights to mark them so that the cyclists don't crash into each other, and also for some visibility on the
Yeah.
road ahead.
Yep, and as you can see, the drone footage, all the cyclists have started off in right earnest, and this is the professional race of for 55 kilometers. And what amazing views of Chennai city we are getting from the drone footage. And some of them have really taken the early lead, and you know, they're just three or four of them who are right at the beginning, and they've left behind the rest of the participants. But this race is something that we have to really keenly watch, because it's got some really professional people out there who've been on bicycles for a long time.
Indeed, and at any given point, that's what makes the sport of cycling so interesting. Is that at any given point you could see some kind of breakaway attack emerge from the chasers, and they could try and overtake the people ahead. Right now, it seems like
As you,
we have three people in the lead, and I
yeah, it
think
is
one
a
of them is.
neck and neck race almost. I think it's going to be a photo finish.
So you see that interesting thing that had just happened there. I think the leader just kind of changed lanes to try and like avoid crashes, or probably not give the people behind him the advantage of the draft, and the athletes just followed him because they're using him as a shield against the wind. You see that?
Oh yeah. That's a nice tactic. And we've also started the second race.
This is the females professional race, and we start off with some fireworks.
It's incredible how many women have taken to cyclothon as well. That's very encouraging. And cycling as an activity has been encouraged by governments world over. In fact, when I was in the United Kingdom last year, I came across many job adverts which mentioned the Cycle to Work scheme. So apparently, it was a tax break given to those who would buy themselves a bicycle and use it for their daily commute. And I'm sure companies in India will also be looking to give some sort of perks or benefits for those who would come to work on their cycles. It reduces the amount of space used in the roads. It reduces carbon footprints. It's very good for cardiovascular health. and more and more people are taking to cycling. And it's no more a poor man's mode of transport. It is a very healthy way to keep fit.
Indeed, Sandeep, some great points being brought up by you, and I think as a country and as a world, as we move towards going away from global warming, reducing the global footprint, the carbon footprint, pardon me, we're going to see the concept of carbon credits really come into play, and cycling could be a huge way to tackle that. At least at an individual level, we could motivate each other to live a healthier lifestyle and contribute to the environment.
Right. So one of the first things that every child learns after they are, 3 or 4 years old, is cycling. We've learning that is like a life skill, isn't it? So as a child, when you pick up different skills, cycling is one of the skill. Unfortunately, I used to be an avid cycler as well, Nirav, and an interesting fact I want to share with you. I have actually won 2 cyclothons as a youngster. When I was in school in Bangalore, there were 2 cycle races, and I was so enthusiastic. I just went all alone to the cyclothon, being a very young boy that I was, and I was very very keen to perform well, and I was pleasantly surprised that I actually won first place, and I even got a small cash prize. So I understand how thrilling cyclothons and cycle races would be.
That's really interesting, Sandeep. I did not know that about you, to be very honest. And good stuff, man. Like, congratulations on your victory in the cyclothons.
Ah, you're most welcome. Thank you. And I think many of them have caught up right now, and the race is getting a little closer than we thought it was.
Indeed, indeed. We saw like there were 4 or 5 people, 4 or 5 cyclists who were clearly in the lead. They took a really aggressive start, but now almost people are cycling in a bunch, probably conserving their stamina for later.
I think
Not
we had bib number 60, I guess, who was in the lead until now, Manjeet Singh, if I'm right. So and now I think Manjeet Singh is at third position, but he's been pretty much right at the front, and he could definitely catch up. And I think it's getting closer. There are about 40, 50 right at the beginning. I really hope they're not going to collide into each other at the finish point.
right. I mean, that possibility is always there, but I think with the experienced bunch like these fellows, they'll be looking to avoid that. Just mutually beneficial for all of them to just stay in that group, that crowd, that pack, to try and mitigate the effect of the wind. And I think post the U-turn, we'll see some action that will separate the leaders from the chasers.
Right. As they tire out, you would see that some of them really taking off. So Manjeet Singh is now
Back in the lead, yeah.
again in the lead, back in the lead. And we are looking at the professional race of HCL Cyclothon 2023. And this is the East Coast Road in Chennai, popularly known as ECR. ECR is a very scenic road that runs alongside the coastline. And the residents of Chennai who want to travel towards Mahabalipuram or Pondicherry tend to take the East Coast Road. There are 2 routes. One is the old Mahabalipuram Road, and the second is the East Coast Road. But East Coast Road is very popular because it has loads of restaurants and resorts and multiplexes. Crocodile Park is another famous spot there. There is Golden Beach, MGM Disney World, which is where I even went for my baby moon when my wife was carrying our first child. So MGM Disney World is a theme park as well as a beach resort, and you also have the Muthukadu boat house, which is also a very, very famous picnic spot for Chennaiites. So this is one of the best locations to have a cyclothon in Chennai, Nirav. And we must mention once again the effort that Chennai police has put in is remarkable. It's not easy to organize something of this level, because this is a very busy road, especially on weekends, and to give exclusive access to the HCL Cyclothon is a commendable effort by Chennai police.
Yep, I mean, credit to the police force of Tamil Nadu, the government of Tamil Nadu, and Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu, and of course, Cycling Federation of India. They've really this. It's a beautiful collaboration, and I think it's going to be one of the most remarkable cyclothons of the year. If I'm not mistaken, there are going to be participants from 28 states of India, which is really something. It's attracting people from all parts of the country. So kudos to the team, the broadcasting team, also for creating that buzz about this event and attracting, fairly competent cyclists. I
Yes,
think we
and
will see maximum picking up.
special mention to Thiru Udanadi Stalin as well, who is the Minister for Sports and Youth Welfare for Tamil Nadu State. He is an avid follower of sports as well, and a big thanks to the Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu for helping put this event together.
I couldn't get a good look at the bib numbers, but we're seeing a lot of switch up in the ranks here early on.
Yeah, there is a constant change of the leaders in this race. So we had bib number 60, Manjeet Singh, who was initially leading, and then there is another cyclist who is now taking a healthy lead. And I'm amazed, Nirav, with the kind of energy and stamina to ride a bicycle for 55 kilometers and maintaining the speed. It's extraordinary.
Oh yeah, definitely. And these athletes don't get enough praise, in my opinion. It's really hard work out there.
Oh, it surely is. Once again, for those who have just tuned in, from the serene shores of Marina Beach to the bustling streets of Mylapore, we are here in the heart of Chennai for the HCL Cyclothon. I'm Sandeep, and with me is Nirav in commentary. This is the professional race that just kicked off a few minutes back. It's a 55-kilometer race. It started at Mayajal, and the cyclists go beyond MGM Disney World. They would cross Sheraton Grand Hotel. They would cross Salavan Kuppam and take a U-turn near Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering and go via Muttukada Boat House and get back close to Mayajal Multiplex for the finish line. The entire race is for 55 kilometers. And we're seeing that there is one cyclist who has left everyone behind. And if he continues
I
this,
believe,
he's going to.
yeah, I believe
Yes.
that's number 47, Manjeet Kumar from Punjab, taking a lead right now. He's traveled an awful lot to come to Tamil Nadu. He's traveled an awful lot to travel a further for 55 kilometers.
Yeah, travel thousands of kilometers to win this 55-kilometer race.
And again, the athletes are traveling in a pack. Every now and then we will see someone trying to take the lead, but maybe it's the
I'm sure they
wind
will all try
condition.
to stick together or not be left behind too far, so that when the race is nearing its finish line, they would all really take off like there's no tomorrow.
Right, right. I mean, but if I talk about like if I use a Noida cyclothon and let's say a benchmark, so we had
Mm.
people in the similar 55-kilometer race, people finishing with a almost time average time of 1 hour 26 minutes in the males and 1 hour 43 to 1 hour 50 minutes approx time in the females category. And I think that means they should be traveling between 45 to 50 kilometers per hour. So I think for now they might travel in a pack, but later on, obviously, they will try to dig deep within their soul and try to surge ahead.
Right. So as you can see, the roads are not looking very wet now. Probably this stretch of Chennai, there wasn't much of rainfall. At the start line, it looked pretty wet, but here the roads are fairly dry, and Chennai can dry up very quickly as well. There would be very heavy overnight showers, and be scorching hot at 6 or 7 a.m. So I'm sure the cyclists are not going to have any problem regarding wet conditions going forward. It's about 6:25, and this is a time when the sun really peeps out and starts beating hard in Chennai city. But this is actually the monsoon season, Nirav. Unlike other parts of India where monsoons are typically from June, July, and August, Chennai witnesses a different monsoon pattern. So October, November, and some part of December is monsoon. So you can
Wow,
expect
that,
rains, and you can also expect that the weather can get a little less harsh, if I so to speak. December is the best time to visit Chennai city.
wow, it's very interesting climatic conditions in Chennai. And
Chennai also,
we're
Chennai
seeing number
also,
18. Sorry,
number
Sandeep, go on.
18. So Chennai also witnesses a lot of cyclones, and it manages the cyclones really well over a period of time. The police force and the disaster recovery force, every one of them have gotten prepared to these cyclones. They're like an annual affair, and the ECR also bears the brunt of cyclones whenever there are one. But the city recovers very quickly from these, you know, climatic conditions. I was in Chennai city when the infamous flooding happened in 2015. I was right in the line of fire, and the way people came to help each other, and it was truly remarkable.
Indeed, indeed, Sandeep. I remember that time. It was really good to see not only the citizens, all of Tamil Nadu come in support of Chennai, but support pouring in from not only other states of India, but also from international waters. Uh, Really heartwarming to see such sights.
Yeah, it was incredible, the support that people got from all over, and people were reaching out to me as well on Facebook asking me what support I would need, and but there were Indian Air Force helicopters buzzing around and dropping food packets, airlifting people. It was a great scene. Right then, so Chennai HCL Cyclothon 2023 is underway, and we are witnessing the first race of the morning, which is, of course, the professional race. And we are seeing these professional cyclists take part in a 55-kilometer race that began near about the Maya Jal Multiplex and Entertainment Center. HCL is a company that not just, we know about HCL as a tech giant, but HCL is also into sports big time. HCLsports.tv is a website that is, dedicated to sports, and you were watching the live broadcast on HCLsports.tv, as well as on the YouTube channel of the Tamil Nadu government. And Chennai is a city where tradition meets modernity. It houses great temples, wonderful food, and of course the superstars of cinema, Kamal Hassan, Rajnikant. Chennai's craze for cinema is unparalleled, Nirav. When a movie of a big superstar, and it's not just Rajnikant, it's also Kamal Hassan, it's also Vijay, it's also Ajit, it's also Dhanush, Surya, and then list goes on. Do you know
Of
what
course.
time the cinema screenings start in Chennai?
uh,
Can you make a guess?
based, uh, Probably like
The
super
first
early in the
show,
morning.
the first show starts at about 1:30 a.m. 1:30 a.m.
Wow,
And would you believe
that's
it?
way too early.
There are tons of people outside the cinema hall wanting to get in. There are celebrations at that time of the night, firecrackers, dancing, drum beats, and the cinema lovers here really love their stars. You might have seen visuals of milk abhishekas being performed for big cutouts, and can you believe it? These days, even trailers of movies are released in cinema theaters, and people actually buy tickets, and they're all sold out shows. The trailers, right?
Wow.
So that's the level of cinema craze the city has, and you have to watch uh, a big stars movie in the theater once just to experience the excitement. You can never be able to listen to any of the dialogues because the noise, the din would be so high. And then probably you have to watch it another time when the euphoria settles down.
Oh no, definitely. I'm learning a lot of new things from you, Sandeep. This is really, really exciting to listen to. I remember reading somewhere that I think Rajnikant had a new movie released about a month or 2 months back, and the
Jailer.
schools in Tamil Nadu, yeah, Jailer, and schools in Tamil Nadu, they actually declared, I think, a holiday of 1 to 2 days so that the kids could watch the movie. Like that's really insane. Like which school has ever given a holiday to a student to go and watch a movie? Name one school who does that.
I am personally not aware, but I wouldn't be surprised because the craze for cinema is mammoth, and we're seeing the amateurs as well starting their race. Not a race exactly. It's a cyclothon, but they will be timed based on the RFID tags, and the conditions are a bit wet at the start line, but as they progress towards beyond ECR and towards Kovalam and the Sheraton Grand Hotel, it's the road conditions are much drier and I'm sure very safe as well.
Yep, and we
It
got
is
a bunch of
expected to rain in this time of the year at Chennai because Chennai witnesses monsoon conditions during this time of the year, and which is a good thing because a bout of rain would reduce the heat and the humidity to some extent. Maybe not the humidity; it's always humid in Chennai city, but the heat especially. And on the screen, we have the route map for the races today. So the amateur race would start, of course, at the same place, Mayajal Multiplex, and they would continue going the same way as the professionals did. And they would take a U-turn at the very end where you've got the Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering, and they would go back, cross the Muttukada boathouse, and go back to the finish line.
Yep. And to beat the Chennai heat, we saw that the hydration partner, sorry, pardon me, organic refreshment partner, Akshaya Kalpa Organic, they've placed, I think, 2 to 3 stands along the pivotal U-turn areas or just before the U-turn areas. to keep the cyclist spirit and hydration going.
Yeah, hydration is extremely crucial, uh, especially with the humid weather of Chennai. And this is 55 kilometers is even on a car or two wheeler is quite a bit.
Indeed.
So our chief
And
guest
here we
today
see,
is the sports minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin. Udayanidhi Stalin is the son of the chief minister of Tamil Nadu, and he's also a famous actor and a film producer. And do you know that Kamal Hassan's movies are also produced and supported by the companies that Udayanidhi Stalin is a big part of.
wow, that's news to me, man. I'm learning so many new things from you.
Politics and cinema is very closely related to in Chennai. You would see many of the politicians having a cinema background, and these two fields are inseparable in Tamil Nadu. And
Wow.
we have the amateurs who are getting ready at the start line, and this is going to begin in just a few moments from now. If you tuned in, we are live from the ECR East Coast Road in Chennai for the HCL Cyclothon 2023. This is the first time that the cyclothon is happening at the East Coast Road in Chennai, and the entire track spans 3 districts. There are hundreds of policemen on duty today, so special thanks to Chennai Police for supporting. And on your screen are some of the participants. There are tons of people actually, and there's so many who've registered. As a matter of fact, a week or so back, I was telling some people about this race, and they were so excited and they want to register. But the registrations had already closed for the event, Nirav. There were so many of
Yep.
them who had already registered, and they were, they couldn't take any more registrations.
Indeed. And, talking about the amateur road race participants, I was going over some of the names, trying to do some research. I found one very inspiring story that I'd like to share with you and the viewers. One of the athletes,
Sure.
Sachin Kumar, he's age 33, and he was primarily active in competitive cycling at the national level from 2012 to 2013. So almost a decade back when he was in his early 20s. And I think since then he's been on a break because I couldn't find too much information in the period post that. But he's making his return today, and he's a former national championship second place winner, and he's also placed third in the CFI international race in 2013. So just goes to show that that spirit of sports, the spirit of cycling, it doesn't die off easily, and it's interesting to see people motivate themselves even many years after they've stopped competing at the high level, and participate in this edition. Really fun stuff.
Yeah, it's incredible. Once a cyclist, always a cyclist.
Indeed.
The other thing I really love about Chennai city is the food, Nirav. The incredible variety and the biryanis you get here. There are so many different types of biryanis in one city. There is the Buhari biryani. There is a Talapakatti, which is a South Tamil Nadu style of biryani, and there is Kalyana biryani. There are restaurants that serve biryani that you get in weddings. Muslim weddings especially. Bhai biryani they call it, and there is Salem RR biryani, and when you open your Swiggy or Zomato in Chennai, the choice really makes you makes your mouth water.
Yeah, it's 6:35 right now. We've woken up early for the cyclothon, and you're already making me, and I'm sure the viewers also really hungry. You might just drive some of the viewers away from the screen. They might just go scramble about to get some biryani themselves.
Yeah, there are some biryani hotspots on ECR as well. So there is Talapakatti for sure, which is Dindigal Talapakatti, which is a very famous chain of restaurant. They're not only in Tamil Nadu but also in Bangalore. They're abroad as well. A very famous chain. But yeah, the food in Chennai, even the vegetarian food, the idli, the chutney, the sambar, and tons of variety. It's a foodie's paradise.
I'm sure it is. I mean, I don't have too much exposure to Chennai food beyond filter coffee and some idli dosa, but I'm really excited to travel there someday and experiment with the local cuisine.
Yeah, you should, and it's not very spicy like some other cuisines in South India. So someone from your part of the country who's probably not used to eating too much of spicy food, you will adjust pretty quickly to the food in Chennai. So there are many beaches in Chennai. One of the most famous is the Marina Beach, which is
Marina
one of
Beach,
the
yes.
largest. One of the largest beaches. It runs for about 13 kilometers. But Marina Beach is a place where you get, once again, all types of food options. There is there is a famous fish outlet that started there. It was a lady who opened a beachside restaurant in memory of her husband, and every year on, I think, on her husband's birth anniversary, she used to serve free food to everyone. I mean, they can eat the fish curry, the fish fry, the rice, and Sundari Akka Kada, it's called. And then now she's opened a full-fledged restaurant as well called Sundari Akka Restaurant. Incredible stories in Marina Beach. There are so many people who actually sleep overnight at Marina Beach. It's cooler and more
Do they?
pleasant. Oh yeah, hundreds of people. Who live in houses
Wow.
nearby. They find sleeping on Marina Beach more pleasant than sleeping inside their homes. So there is a cool breeze all the time in the evenings, and you know there are so many. It's an incredible sight.
Yeah, certainly a good, change, like a good switch up every now and then to wake up to the sound of waves crashing peacefully rather than the sound of birds or probably horns if you live deep into the city. Yeah, good stuff. I mean,
Right. There is also another beach a little further up, the Santhom
is
Beach.
it okay?
Yeah, the
Okay.
multiple beaches, one after another, and the Santhom Beach is another one. And after that, we got Adayar, and there's another famous beach. I'm not recalling the name right now, which has a lot of restaurants and cafes overlooking the seashore, and it's right on the beach, and that's a very
This is
popular
maybe
hangout as well.
Thiruvalluvar Nagar Beach. Could it be? I've heard good things about that one as well.
No, not that one. This one is much closer to the city. I will let you know once I recollect. But this is right after Adiyar, and it is one of the more well-known beaches. And
Right.
we have the Executive Vice President, Digital Foundation Services, HCL Tech, Mr. Ravi Yeddanapudi, as well with us today. And our chief guest for today is, of course, the sports minister for the state of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Udayanithi Stalin. We also have the additional chief secretary, youth welfare in the sports department, Dr. Atulya Misra, who is at the event. And we have begun the amateur race of 55 kilometers. The fireworks going off, and lots of people filming the proceeds. We also have internet participation in this event. It's not just restricted to people from Tamil Nadu or from rest of India. We have participants, of course, from 28 different states in India, but we also have international participants in this event.
Indeed.
We have,
We're seeing a lot of
we have
communication go. I was saying we're
right.
seeing a lot of communication going on between some of the athletes. They've probably been training together and also obviously registered together. It'll be interesting to see some of the tactics in play here.
Yeah, we have participants from the United Kingdom as well, and if I'm just having a look at some of the states they're coming from, in fact, they are coming from all the states of India. We have many from Andhra, Telangana, Assam, Delhi, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, you name it. They're from all parts of the country, all over the world. So the professional race began earlier today at a little before 6 a.m. and we also had the ladies race, the ladies category, which began shortly after, and now we have the 55-kilometer amateur race that has just begun.
Yep. Some people still close to the start line, just taking it easy for the time being, not accelerating too much. But it's going to get harder later on. Probably should have stayed with the bunch to try and conserve energy.
Many of them, Nirav, would actually come for the joy of participating and not exactly be competitors. I know for a fact that many people are so marathons, and their main aim is to complete the marathon. You know, I myself have been in a couple of them, and I was not, the joy of being in that environment of so many fitness enthusiasts, so many young people coming together for a common purpose. I'm sure there are in the amateur race, at least, there are people who are participating for the passion of cycling and for the passion of fitness and for the interest of being there rather than actually competing to win the first prize.
Definitely. All kinds of participants entering the cyclothon, different age range, different views towards competing. And
As
with
you can
just a
see in the
little over three
footage,
minutes.
there are policemen being stationed every few meters ahead, and there are about 1,400 policemen on duty for this. It's a monumental effort, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, really, my heart goes out to the police force of Tamil Nadu. They're really very nice way, and I think it'll set a benchmark for the cyclothons to follow.
Yeah, and to block the entire busy stretch of the ECR, especially on a weekend where a lot of people are traveling towards Pondicherry, Mahabalipur, this road, and not only going there, but also to the Muttakadu Beach boathouse, Kovalam Beach. So to block the entire stretch and give exclusive access to the cyclothon is a very commendable effort from the police force as well as the organizing team from HCL Sports.
Yep. It's a good thing they're on cycle, otherwise the instead of bikes, otherwise the dogs would be chasing them.
Right. But HCL's involvement in sports, is a testament actually to the belief in the power of athletics, right, and the power of sports. Through their support, they've really become a very vital part of the sports community, encouraging
Yeah,
in
sorry.
cyclothon, and squash, and bridge.
Yeah, we were talking about their contribution towards helping the growth of squash at the amateur and professional level. They've also, through their initiative called Olympic Gold Quest, they've been trying to promote Indian athletes' performance at the Olympics and Asian Games and these kind of, in general, international athletic events. And they've had, almost 350 plus athletes that have been collaborating with Olympic Gold Quest, including junior athletes, para athletes, and senior athletes. And it's really fun to see, and the efforts have yielded some medals as well. So really good stuff from HCL team and the Olympic Gold Quest team. I had actually attended a webinar by the former Indian hockey team captain, Mr. Virendra, and he is after retiring from hockey, he's been part of this Olympic Gold Quest team, and they've been giving good mentorship to a lot of the athletes. And one of the athletes that has been working alongside Mr. Virendra and Olympic Gold Quest is the athlete from India who needs no introduction. It's Mary Kom, the world-renowned boxer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm also a big fan of hockey, and I've watched Viren Raskina, whom you're referring to. Yeah,
Yep.
Mr. Raskina was a very fast runner on the pitch, and a fantastic hockey player for India. But he retired a little
Definitely.
early, to pursue his higher studies, and he's now the CEO of the Olympic Gold Quest as well. And it is showing, as you mentioned, our performance in the previous Olympics was the best ever, and even at the recently concluded Asian Games, we uh, touched 100 medals for the first time. So the involvement
Yep.
of companies like HCL, involvement of sports federations of states, their encouragement to sports other than cricket. Cricket has always been the blue-eyed boy of Indian sports, and has got a lot of attention. But it's so heartwarming to see that many other sports and athletes from different sports are actually shining, and people are talking about them. Javelin
Indeed,
throw.
and
How many of us knew who our javelin throwers were until Neeraj Kumar won us the gold?
yeah, but he never disappoints, does he? Always trying to get onto that podium finish.
Yeah, yeah, a true flag bearer of Indian athletics. So,
And
Nirav,
I
can you
think,
talk us through the prize money that each of these categories are going to win?
of
Apparently,
course,
there's a big prize money. Yeah.
right. So for the first race that we started off at around 555.6, that was the professional race, men's and women's category. So that has a total prize pool of whopping 15 lakhs amongst the two categories, so men and women. And the age, there's a single age bracket for 18 to 35. And then the next two races, the amateur road race, which just started, I think, 8 to 10 minutes back, as it's displayed on screen. It has a total prize pool of 7.5 lakhs amongst all the men and women athletes across three age categories: 18 to 30, 30 to 45, and then 45 years and above. And regarding the professional race, they're going to determine the winners based on who crosses the finish line at what positioning and what mark. And for the amateur road race, since it's a mass start event, they're going to be tracking the timing and the winners through RFID data. Next is the amateur MTB or mountain biking road race. It has a similar prize pool money of 7.5 lakhs in totality. That race is a bit shorter at 24 kilometers, and it has similar age brackets as the amateur road race. And lastly is the green ride. It's a untimed race with no prize money. It's surely just for the athletes who want to enjoy the wind on their body as they're cycling past the beautiful scenic ECR road. and it's going to attract a lot of participants, young and small, young and old, from different parts. Should be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the green ride as well. That's where a lot of people who actually would not want to take part in a longer race, but they want to be there. So that's something I'm looking forward to as well.
Yep. It's like the marathon's version of the dream run, so to speak, like the shorter 5 to 10 kilometer run that they have in marathons.
Right. So, do you know any Tamil at all?
Oh, just what I heard from you in the intro of the stream. I know Vanakam means welcome. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Illa means no, right?
That's correct. So let us have a quick quiz here now. Right?
Okay.
Who is known as Talaiva
It's
in
Rajnikant,
the
I believe,
film
right?
industry? Yeah, superstar Rajnikant is known as Talaiva. Full. 1 mark to you. Next question. Who is known popularly as Tale?
Ah, uh,
In sports, I will give you a hint. In sports, he is an iconic figure in the city of Chennai, and the people absolutely go bonkers over him whenever they see him. Tala is none other than our MS Dhoni, the captain of the Chennai Super Kings.
oh, wow. Wow. I did not know that.
Chennai has adopted Dhoni as their son, almost. So Dhoni is a massive, colossal figure in Chennai, and he's a demigod, almost the Rajnikant of cricket.
Indeed.
And
I'll
Suresh
just take a.
Raina was known as Chinnatala, which means small leader. Tala is basically head or leader, and there is another Tala in cinema called Tala Ajit. So each of these actors also get a kind of a title which has been bestowed upon them by cinema lovers and the industry. So Rajnikant is known as superstar, Kamal Hassan is known as Ulaganayagan, and Ajit is known as Tala, and
Talay
Vijay
of
is known as
cinema.
Talapati. So a lot of them have very interesting titles, and there are big fan groups, associations that take a lot of pride in their cinema. So Chennai is a city that prides itself on its cinema, on its sports. It has produced many accomplished sports persons as well.
Right. Let's just take a quick update on who's in the lead. It's number 55580, who's surging ahead right now. Just going back to the point about Dhoni and his craze, it's been adopted as Tala by the people of Tamil Nadu. His craze is so much that I'd actually gone to Ranchi for some work, and his new house he shifted to the upcountry side at a farmhouse estate, and on the highway. And there are still people who come out and visit the farmhouse from different parts of the country. That's how much of a fan following MS Dhoni has.
Yeah, and the cricket fan of Chennai would never want MS Dhoni to retire, and they would want him to be on the field forever if given a choice. He's such a popular figure in Chennai. Chennai has also produced famous tennis players, Tamil Nadu. I mean, the tennis players, chess players. Vishwanathan Anand is from the city. So it's a city that has produced many chess achievers in chess, in lawn tennis. It's produced some hockey players as well and footballers. And of course, cricketers. Ravichandran Ashwin is also from Chennai City. Dinesh Karthik.
Even one of the most highly ranked Indian squash players, Joshna Chinnappa, is a native of Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and she did have an amazing showing at the Squash World Cup that was held in June 2023 in Chennai. Of course, the collaboration of HCL and the Tamil Nadu government. I'm just trying to get a look
Right.
at this gentleman's bib number, but it's just fluttering in the wind. He's taken quite the impressive lead over the rest of the bunch. Clearly in the lead.
Clearly in the lead, and if he could maintain anything close to that, he will go ahead to win this very easily. So we've got quite a few, distinguished cyclists today in this race. We have some from the army as well, the Indian Army. We got Alok Gautam, Birjit Yubnam, Lan Chemba Singh from the army, and then there is from the Army Adventure Wing, we've got Sachin Kumar, Pradeep Singh, Aman, Abhishek Rawat, Nipur Sengar, Balveer, Ajay Pal Chaudhary, and we got people from Delhi as well. Akshar Tyagi, Arshad Faridi, Hardeep Singh, and all the way from Gujarat, we've got Manav Chandwani, Varun Singapuri, Sachin Nareshbhai Sharma, and Srinidhi Urala, all of them from Gujarat. And from Karnataka, we got Vaishak KV, Somesh G, Pranav Kamble. From Maharashtra, we got Hanuman Yashwant, Sheikh Bashir, Sheikh Ibrahim. We also have cyclists all the way from Manipur, Nirav. Tainjam Bipal Singh, we spoke about earlier, is from Punjab, and he's accompanied by Vishwajit Singh and Harshveer Singh, both from Punjab. So there are people from West Bengal, from Telangana, a lot of them from Tamil Nadu as well. Let me read out some of the names from of the racers from Tamil Nadu. We have Maunishwaran, Emil Joseph, Santosh Sundaram, Pradeep Sankara, Christopher, Udaya, Kesavaraj, Dinesh, Vigneshwaran, Karan, Vignesh, Jivanandam, Pranav Raj, Harshit, Mageshwaran, Vasant Shankar, Sashikant, and all of them are in the race today from Tamil Nadu. So
Right,
this
and
is the
we also have a few athletes from the SSCB, which is the Service Sports Control Board. So interesting to see not only the states but a lot of the other sports authorities of India, like the Army Adventure Wing and SSCB, also actively participating in this cyclothon.
So if you've just
And we're
tuned
back to
in,
the
good morning. Welcome to HCL Cyclothon 2023. We are live from the East Coast Road in Chennai. This is the professionals race, which is a 55-kilometer race that you are viewing on your screens now. It started at the Maya Jal Multiplex and Entertainment Center, and these races go all the way until Dhanalakshmi College of Engineering, take a U-turn, and get back to Maya Jal Multiplex and Entertainment Center. On the way, they would cross Kovalam Beach, Muttakad Boathouse, MGM Disney World, and get back to Maya Jal for the finish line, where a big prize money is waiting for the winners of this professional race.
right, and if we've gone back to the broadcast coverage of the professional race, which is the first race that we had started out with. They've crossed the 1 hour mark, which means that it's most likely that they've already completed the U-turn at Dhanlakshmi College, and probably heading back towards the finish line, and which is why we're constantly seeing the athlete in the lead checking his shoulders to see whether he has some competition, he needs to increase his pace. Again, the average time, using the HCL Noida Cyclothon as a benchmark, the average time for a 55-kilometer race would be around 1 hour 26 minutes to 1.5 hours. I think most of the ranked 15 to 20 would be finishing in that time frame. And again, seeing a change in leadership. One of the chasers has taken the lead. Cyclists still huddled up in a bunch.
It's going to be a photo finish because nobody has taken a very big lead so far, and there are 2 or 3 of them who are, exchanging places in first position, but most of them are pretty close by, and this is very good for this event. When almost all the participants do have a realistic chance. Anything could happen in the last couple of kilometers when the leaders may tire out, the laggards may catch up. So
I mean, just
it's
talking
going to
about
be a very, very tight finish, Neerav.
Yep. And
Yep,
just
go
talking
ahead.
about the Noida Cyclothon, the amateur road race, the top 3 participants, the first 2 were separated by almost half a millisecond. So it was clearly a photo finish there. And between second and third place, there was a gap of only a single second. So you can just imagine how crazy it must have been in that starting pack of 3, trying, emerging as a leading pack, but then within themselves also they had some really tough battles at the finish line.
Of course. So, what do you personally opine about corporate support for sports? Is it very much needed today, Nirav?
I think it's extreme. It's a need of the hour, and it's one of the good aspects of the PPP model, that is the public-private partnership model. So the government of India, they're leveraging it in other aspects to develop not only economy, infrastructure, and different aspects of the country, but in sports, I think is one of the pivotal areas. And kudos to HCL, where they've identified the need in the country where sports like cricket, at least, they get enough sponsorship and support from the government. And BCCI has emerged as a really powerful cricket governing body in the world of cricket. HCL has picked up some niche sports to put on the growth model, like squash and bridge and even cyclothons. So I think it's the need of the hour.
Yeah, and HCL's partnership with sports is not just about sponsorship. It's also about shared vision of promoting a very healthy and active society. I'm sure their efforts have touched lives of countless athletes and sports enthusiasts in the country, and this
Yep,
cyclothon
very
being one of them.
indeed.
But I'm also very glad that sports federations of states are also actively participating and supporting sports. A special mention to the Sports Development Authority of Tamil Nadu, and also to the government of Tamil Nadu for supporting this cyclothon to their fullest.
Yep, and I still can't make out who the blue and white jersey athletes are who are together in the lead. But I remember number 60, Manjeet. Oh, it's Manjeet Singh in the lead only. Fantastic. So Manjeet Singh, just a little bit about him. He's 30 years old, and he's a 2-time national championship India third place podium finish holder. He came fourth in the national championships India road race, and he also once was the national championship India in different editions. So he's had really good showing there across the podium. He's finished first, second, twice third, and once fourth as well. And on the slightly international scene in the Asian Cycling Championships under 23, he has also had a good showing, finishing in the top 15 once and then in 16th place another time.
That's
So
an
good
incredible
stuff from
achievement.
Manjeet Singh.
Of course, absolutely. There is another race we currently are viewing, the men's category, but there is also a women's category that is happening simultaneously, and that is also a professional race. And it's so heartwarming to see so many women come out early in the morning and participating in this cyclothon.
Yep, definitely. Manjeet Singh still very much in the lead, braving the winds and marching ahead on his cycle.
At HCL, the brand purpose is human potential multiplied. And cycling shows that the combined efforts of participants contributing towards a single goal of a sustainable lifestyle, and a better environment. So cycling is a great step forward in reducing carbon footprints, and it's so heartwarming to see that in many urban cities, corporate employees are shifting to cycling to work, and cycling is no more seen as something that only a poor man can needs to use, but cycling is also now like a status symbol, if you call it. Cycling to work is much sought after these days, and especially in countries like the UK, where I had spent some time last year. I saw that many companies are supporting cycling to work with a scheme called cycle to work scheme, where you get some tax breaks for purchasing cycles and using them to commute to office. And there are dedicated cycling lanes, and the amount of respect that cyclists get on the streets is extraordinary. And I'm sure we are also heading in that direction in India.
Oh, you couldn't be more right. Just the other day, I was reading an article about the city of Hyderabad, where they're developing new cycling lanes that are going to be given a bit more extra push by the government. And the cycling lane itself is going to go past some of popular Hyderabad tourist attractions and scenic routes. So that will be even more incentive for people to pick up cycling. And it's a really excellent way to avoid traffic, to be honest.
All right. We also have some influencers at the venue, and they will be speaking to us right now.
Yes, it's the Instagram handle I_superhumans. This is Sasi Haran with us.
So as of now, first event வந்து over ஆயிடுச்சு, and second event வந்து it's going to be a mountain bike, I think so. இப்போ அவங்க வந்து எல்லாமே லைன் அப் பண்ணுறாங்க, and the third event is going to be the green ride. So again நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி that is for everyone, like ஒரு 15 kilometers வந்து just to promote fitness, just to promote cycling, they're going to do this. So yeah.
Cyclists who have green boots on their chest, they are requested to come right into the park your cycles in the holding area or volunteers there, assisting the cyclists enter the stage who have a green boot on their chest.
MTB road race 24 kilometer category final call. So if you are participating in MTB road race, 24 kilometer race, please leave your license and go to the lineup area. We'll be starting the countdown of the race at 7:30 a.m.
Again, I think over 10 minutes they're gonna start the second event, which is like MTB bike race mari. So again, as I said, like mountain bikes. So let me show you that the entrance. Okay, I think they all set. இங்கே தான் they're gonna start, like எல்லா ரேடும் இங்கே தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகி I'll show you the finishing area. ஸோ இங்கே லைன் அப் பண்ணி வெளில போய் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க ஐ திங்க். Alright, so இதுதான் இங்கே தான் லைன் அப் பண்ணி இங்கே வெளில வந்து they're gonna start here. Like I think they are all coming. Looks so wholesome. Like I think they have done all around. This is another race. Yeah.
We had Sasi Haran, an Instagram influencer, at the venue, and he was just showing us some footage of the starting points of the race.
Yeah, thanks to Sashikaran K, the young fitness influencer from Chennai. His handle is iSuperhumans. Got to see a bit of a behind-the-scenes footage at Mayajal of the amateur MTB race participants gathering in. You can clearly make out the difference in their cycle tires if you notice closely, Sandeep.
Yep, of course. And if for those of you who have joined in the live broadcast, welcome to HCL Cyclothon 2023. For the first time, the cyclothon is happening on the East Coast Road of Chennai, and the entire journey spans 3 districts. Special mention to the government of Tamil Nadu and Chennai Police for helping put this event together, and a big thanks to Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin, the sports minister of Tamil Nadu, for supporting this event. And of course, I cannot stop talking about HCL, which is a name synonymous with innovation and technology, but also a staunch supporter of sports Nirav.
Indeed, Sandeep. We have the participants' name on screen, participants of the amateur MTB road race. Again, we're going to, similar to the amateur road race, we're going to see a mass start. A lot of participants in these 2 races. And the tracking will be in the form of RFID to measure who finished at what time and what positioning.
So the amateur MTB ride will be for 24 kilometers, and they will go past the MGM Disney World, the Kovalam Beach, and reach Sheraton Grand Hotel, and then take a U-turn, come back, cross Muttukadu Boathouse, and go back towards Mayajal for the finish line.
Yep. And they've set up timing stations at each of the U-turn spots and at the start and finish each. Really well organized and systematically, set up there, done by the events team.
And there are hydration stations as well, where they can grab a sip of water, or to refresh themselves and rehydrate themselves. So there's one near Kovalam, and there's one towards the near the U-turn for the longer race, near the Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering.
Yep, and credit
Traffic
to
has
the
been
refreshment
diverted.
partner.
Yeah, there are multiple partners that have been a part of this event. Radio partner Suryan FM, sports science, medical partner HCL Healthcare, and cycling partner Trek. And now we are just about to begin the amateur MTB race for 24 kilometers. The participants are at the start line, and they're all raring to go, waiting for the start signal to jet start this race. And this is the HCL Cyclothon happening at the East Coast Road in Chennai. And
We see the
From Junction. Like I said before, it's a 24-kilometer race. You will stop and you will take a U-turn from Sheraton Hotel. When you're taking your cyclist, make sure coming. So please ride on the right-hand side, stay safe. If you are riding for start in the next 30 seconds. I'll request HCL team to flag, please. We have hundreds registered for the 24-kilometer race. And then the seconds to go. Ride with his helmet, and we're going to start. 8, 7.
So on the podium, we've got Sundar Mahalingam, President, Strategy, HCL Corporation, and they've flagged off the MTB, amateur MTB race. It's just begun with...
Yes.
fireworks and
So the best.
So good distance between most of the cyclist groups there in the amateur MTB race. We're seeing some people bunch up at the back, but no big bunch, unlike the professional race that started off first thing in the morning. Also seen some of the cyclists take a really dominant, clear lead. A group at the front I could make out from the drone shot.
So the entire ECR has been specifically reserved for this race, Nirav. Isn't that incredible?
Oh yeah, it's really something from managing from an operations point of view. I mean, kudos to the team that managed to, convince the Tamil Nadu government to extend their support, and even to the police force who have deployed 1,500 members of the police team to try and help out with this event, blockade the road. Wow, what an amazing sight! We're seeing a clear drafting cycle happen here. A group of almost 10 to 12 by my eyes. One guy at the lead bearing all the brunt of the wind, and people clearly in a single line behind him. No bunches, just a draft.
So we're
So big
witnessing some keen competition in this as well. I personally wasn't expecting that the amateur race would be so competitive as well. But looks like nobody wants to take this too light. They're all looking forward to win the big cash prizes today. And could you quickly tell us about the cash prizes in store for the winners today, Nirav?
Certainly, Sandeep. So, beginning with the professional race, which is of 55 kilometers, the first race for some of the viewers who joined us recently. The first race started off at around 555.6. So, that race has a total prize money of 15 lakhs that will be distributed in varying proportions depending on your standing amongst the men and women categories. Next, we had the amateur kilometers that started shortly after the professional race. It has different age category groups: 18 to 30, 30 to 45, and 45 years and above. It has a prize pool of 7.5 lakhs that will be distributed in varying proportions in the three age brackets amongst men and women. And talking about the current race that we see on the screen, the amateur MTB race, 4 kilometers, it will take a U-turn at the Sheraton Hotel. So the age brackets remain the same as the amateur road race, going from 18 to 45 years and above. And it has a similar prize pool of 7.5 lakhs in total.
There's a lot of prize money to be won today for the participants at the HCL Cyclothon 2023. And quickly, going through the winners list of the Noida, race that happened earlier. So the person who won the race is less than 30 years old, actually, Krishna Nayakodi from SSCB. At second place was Harshveer Sekon from Delhi, and at third place was Wahid Ahmed Ghani from Jammu and Kashmir. Wow, we have cyclists from Jammu and Kashmir as well. From the hilly regions of Jammu and Kashmir to, I wouldn't even imagine, people would be cycling in such hilly regions, but yeah, cycling is popular everywhere.
Indeed, and those high altitude areas certainly make for some grueling environments, but that is where champions are made.
So
So I
we
believe this is
are. Yeah,
yeah,
go
this is
ahead,
the
please.
professional race participants. Again, we're seeing them bunch up there. No clear leader per se. It's just a sea of yellow, black, and white between them.
It almost looks like everybody would be touching the finish line at the same time. As of now, just one of them is taking the lead, but
Oof,
oh,
there's a
oh,
collapse.
oh, oh, yeah, there's a small mishap there. Hopefully, they recover very quickly and are back. But then, yeah, the number of people there, number of cyclists together, yeah, probably just a small touch, and maybe a couple of them lost control. But hopefully they
Yeah, the
find,
athletes.
and the one who's now taking a big lead now, he is racing well ahead of competition. It'll be interesting to see if we can get a closer look and see his bib number. That would be really nice.
Yeah, and he was even resourceful enough to keep continuously changing lanes when he felt that a close competitor was right behind him. Just changing lanes to throw him off and not let the competitor take advantage of being behind him and, just not get hit by the wind. Really good stuff here from the man in the yellow jersey. Looks like he has a commanding lead now. All he needs to do is just stay on track and, avoid any unnecessary movements or crashes. Just
I'm surprised how this particular cyclist have actually raced well ahead of the pack all of a sudden, and all of them are, all the others are just kind of neck and neck with each other, but he's way ahead right now, and he probably just has to, maintain the speed, and he will win this easily. We'll quickly try and get you his name once we get a more closer shot of the cyclist, but definitely he looks like he's going home with the big prize.
Yep. And so far,
Athleticism at its best.
based on the bike shots, I just see him and a clear bunch at the back. And I don't think we're going to see any breakout or attack being attempted from the bunch at the back. Oh, it looks like he finishes in first
And
place.
he's done it. He's done it. Easy victory. Easy victory. And there are people who are now fighting for second place. Oh, there are so many who've come close to winning, but there's just one cyclist who was way ahead of the pack. And very soon we'll try and get you the details of the winners. So we've completed the first race at HCL Cyclothon, the professional race of 55 kilometers, and they've done it in a little under 1.5 hours. I think that is about 1 hour and 24 minutes.
Yeah, approximately close to that. We had similar timings at the Noida edition too. I'm just a bit concerned about that nasty crash that took place. I think few cyclists collided into each other. Maybe one of the bike cameras also probably had a part to play in the collision. Just hope everyone's all right.
Yeah, I hope so too. And it's really unfortunate because they were all so close to each other, and anybody could have taken off from there. The unfortunate collision also probably helped the eventual winner because he was just a little ahead of them, and the rest of them who were a little probably distracted by what was happening around, and that gave him an opportunity. But take away no credit from the gentleman who went ahead and won this competition with a very big lead. I wasn't expecting it to be such a comfortable victory for him in the end. But those at second and third place, they also were there in the race throughout. and it was just the last, say, 1 kilometer maybe, that they kind of lost out. Also have other races happening, the amateur 55 kilometers and also the amateur 24 kilometers that began a short while back.
Yeah, but
Nirav, the weather looks pretty moderate, Nirav. It's not sunny yet, and it is a good time of the day to be cycling. It can get hot during this time of the day, but from looking at the skies, it's not really warm. But I'm sure it's very humid out there, and all of them definitely need some hydration at the end of the race.
indeed.
So we are having a look at the race number 2, which is the amateur race of 55 kilometers. Began at 6:30 a.m.
Yeah, and what's interesting to see is that this was a mass start event with some of the cyclists almost having to take a U-turn at the start line itself because there was so many. Just the sheer number of participants was so much, and we saw a lot of people, traveling in a group back then, with some people having clearly taken a really strong head start. But now it seems like almost everyone has caught up, and we're seeing a similar scenario to the professional race where people have bunched up and just avoiding the wind together, conserving their energy. Hope we don't get to see a similar clash between cyclists as we did a few minutes back in the professional race. And we're seeing a good attack here from the right-hand side of the bunch. Few of the cyclists have decided to take the plunge and get ahead of the bunch.
And these participants don't even look so amateur. They look pretty professional, and they're competing very hard. Not much to differentiate them from the professionals.
Yep, I think the only thing about the professional category was that they had a fixed age range from 18 to 35, and only CFI, that is the Cycle Federation of India, only those athletes could register for the professional race. So I think caliber-wise, not too much difference between the amateur road race and the professional race cyclists. The attack has died down, it seems. A lot of people bunching up again.
We are in Chennai city, the capital of Tamil Nadu. Chennai is known for its beaches, the culinary delights, the cinema stars, and now even for such major events like the Cyclothon. And you were also mentioning about the Squash World Cup, Nirav, that happened last year.
No, it took place earlier this year in June, and it was quite the spectacle to behold. They introduced a brand new format, which is really interesting. So, if I would draw comparisons to it, like usually squash games, they can go longer, and it's like sometimes it can be best of 5 too. But in this case, they had reduced the format from like 11-point upper limit to a 7-point limit, and best of 3. So it was really fast paced. We saw more decisiveness, more quick thinking, and more action on the squash court. And it was held in a mall, one of the biggest malls in Chennai. And it during the India matches in particular, which were held in the evenings, we saw maximum crowds coming in. It was completely packed, almost like a cricket stadium.
Wow, I didn't expect squash would have so much fan following, but it clearly is an indication that people are also adapting and appreciating other sports apart from cricket. For a long, cricket held center stage and still does. Many others are now gaining a lot of traction in India. Cycling, javelin, badminton. We have some really good performers who are doing very well on the world stage. Our hockey team as well. All of a sudden, after a few years of not so impressive performances, now we won the bronze in the Olympics and the gold in the Asian Games. So hockey is also picking up, and of course, runnings, marathons, and cyclothons. It's a great time for Indian sport.
Definitely. Couldn't be more on the money with that remark, Sandeep. And we're seeing in the amateur road race, the two athletes in the lead, they were constantly trading places, almost cycling parallelly also at times. Constantly checking their shoulders to put a sizable gap between themselves and their fellow athletes there back in the bunch. And I think with almost the 1 hour mark approaching, we would have finished taking the U-turn and we're on our way back.
Absolutely. They're on their way back, and in probably 20 minutes from now, 25 minutes, they should be nearing the finish line.
I think what might be interesting to see is that some of the amateur MTB participants might end up matching pace with the amateur road race participants, considering that the MTB fellows took an early U-turn near the Sheraton hotel area. Their race, of course, is
Yes.
shorter at 24 kilometers.
That's correct.
So it might be interesting to see in a way that because of maybe the fatigue or in the heat of the moment, they forget to differentiate between the race participants, and instead of maybe benchmarking themselves against an MTB race participant, they might be in fear of some of the amateur road race participants and might try to avoid them and cycle ahead. Just could be a bit amusing, is all.
Yeah, that's a strong possibility, and I'm interesting how that's going to pan out. Or maybe most of the 55-kilometer participants will cross the 24-kilometer mark while returning. I hope it's that way, so that there is no confusion between two different groups working together, and then you don't know who exactly your competitor is. Is it the ones who are just riding for 24 kilometers, or is it the ones the 55-kilometer race? So I think we are about to begin the green ride,
Yes.
which is the
yes.
15-kilometer race, and you can see here men and women together participating, and all of them have big smiles as they pose for photographs and video footage.
Yep, it's going to be really amazing to see a lot of young and old people participating. Of course, the age bracket for the green ride is 18 years and above. And this will be an untimed race, just for the sheer joy of cycling and pushing yourself to try new things. I'm sure there must be a lot of people here that must be encouraged by their cyclist friends and colleagues who would be...
Welcome, Chennai! I love the whole energy that, we've got natural water, you will not feel thirsty. It's a 15-kilometer easy ride. You have to start from here, go up till Kovalam and come back, okay? Ride easy, okay? The roads are not safe. There's no traffic, but still, it has been raining since last night. So ride very easy. In another 3 minutes, we'll have our Honorable Sports Minister, Sir, Dhiru Stalin with us. He's going to flag off the green ride of the first edition of HCL Cyclothon Chennai 2023 under the aegis of Cycling Federation of India and with the support from SDAT and Tamil Nadu government. You will have a clean, safe road to ride with the support of Tamil Nadu police from 3 districts. We have police from Chennai city, Tambaram and Chengalpat giving us huge support. There have been 3 dual rides done. This for the first time in Chennai or anywhere in the country. We have a loop of 55 kilometers completely blocked because of the support of 1,300 policemen who are deployed from one place to another. So it's all for the cyclists and the love of sports what we get to see in Tamil Nadu. And the people who are behind this, Honorable Additional Chief Secretary Sir, Dr. Atul Misra, and Meghat Reddy Sir, he's been a leading force and participating everywhere. Every single school constable you will see on the course standing, everyone who is standing here. A great salute to all the Tamil Nadu police. Sir, you have been a huge support because if you it was possible for us to think of blocking the 5 kilometer course and look at today's. In this way, I think we have 90% people who have turned up for the ride. So 3 cheers for you all for standing here, even if it's pouring and riding. With the motivation we have got on the first edition, I can't say on behalf of HCL, but as an event and race director, I try to push and make this race as a world champion UCI race from next year onwards. So you might see international cyclists cycling here on ECR road of Chennai. So 3 cheers to Chennai. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! And in a few minutes, and we'll have our honorable chief guest with us to flag off the ride. Again, very humble request, ride safe. We have lots of marathon medals, breakthroughs. So come and finish your ride in the holding area. Okay? Go for your breakfast, take your medal, enjoy this beautiful Sunday ride you have come out. When millions of people are sleeping in the house, we are the few bunch of 100 people who are out for the love of ride, for the love of sports we have. So once again, thank every stakeholder who's been part of this race, starting from the government people, the media people, the way they have covered. We remember we did a ride on 15th of August celebrating freedom, 75th year of freedom, and then a women ride which was captured very well by the media people. Thanks to all the journalists, all the cameramen standing here, sir. Thank you so much for coming out early morning. I know not every time we like waking up on Sunday, but thank you for your support and being here, covering the event. So we'll make sure that the passage is there. We have cyclists who are ready. Easy, the ride is not started yet. Go slow. We're going to start very soon. We have not started yet.
Some really good festivities at play at the starting line there with the green ride about to start, and the chief guest will flag off the green ride, Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin, Sports Minister of the Tamil Nadu government. And we've resumed a broadcast of, I think, appears to be the MTB amateur road race.
So in a few moments from now, the very popular green ride of 15 kilometers is going to begin at the start line. Waiting for Udayanidhi Stalin to flag off the green ride. He will be here any moment. The streets of Chennai, especially ECR, has transformed into a sea of pedal-powered excitement, as all of them are excited in participating in the HCL Cyclothon 2023. You're listening to me, Sandeep, along with Nirav, my partner, commentary, and special thanks to the government of Tamil Nadu for supporting this event with all their might, and special thanks to the Chennai police as well for deploying hundreds of their policemen to help this event go on smoothly. This event is spanning 3 districts. Actually, it's the entire track, Chengalpattu, Tambaram, and Chennai City, and this is the first time that the whole stretch from Ajal onwards has been completely blocked and reserved for Cyclothon.
Wow, what a morning. Thank you. Guys, there's the route for the cyclists. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time on this beautiful monsoon morning. We have the riders who have already finished, professionals, amateur on their way, and green awaiting and it's going to ride. All the green riders, are you ready? That's a good morning, Chennai! We're going to start in 10 seconds when Honorable Chief Guest Sir will flag off the race. Listen, it's a 15-kilometer ride. Go easy, no pushing, okay? Make sure your helmets are tight enough. Ride safe. Okay, one last time, because I'm loving it, sir, the kind of support, and I'm telling you, last 15 years, never seen. Guys, great round of applause. 1,300 cops on the route for 1,200 cyclists. It's such a huge support. The entire 55 kilometers, not even a single car. Never happened before in the life of the cycling race. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, the whole stakeholders who are part of it, Tamil Nadu government, SDAT, the entire police team which is there, corporation, Jilla Panchayat, everybody came forward to support the result. Thank you for the leadership and guidance. Let's go start. Countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! Right, stay for riders.
With that, we started the green light. Large numbers and really good festivities here at the start line. Fireworks going off despite the downpour rain.
So the green ride has been flagged off by the Minister for Sports and Youth Welfare in the government of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Udayanidhi Stalin, and he's flagged the green ride, which is a 15-kilometer ride.
Yeah, 15 kilometers. Many more participants. They're still going. Look at that. By this time in amateur, they were already like 500 to 800 meters ahead. Here, people are still going strong. Right, and it seems like the endless sea of cyclists for the green ride has finally crossed the starting line, and we're getting some beautiful shots of the finish line here. Professional race finishers eagerly awaiting to greet some of the amateur road race finishers. They would know about the ordeal because both of these race category participants had to cycle the 55 kilometers.
Chennai city, known for its rich heritage, IT companies, as well as its lovely food, is now showcasing its sporting prowess with the HCL Cyclothon. This is Sunday along with Nirav in commentary, and we've been talking for hours together now about this event. It started with the professional race for 55 kilometers. There was the second race, which was the amateur race for 55 kilometers, well, the amateur MTB for 24 kilometers, and finally the green ride for 15 kilometers. Nirav, the rain, I think, are back. We thought the rains would stop, so roads are a bit wet. And all the cycler must take extra precaution not to slip on the slippery conditions.
Yeah, I think the outcome of the professional race where we had one athlete take a sprint towards the finish line in the dying moments of the race. I think we're going to see less of that going ahead now because of the wet conditions. And yeah, we were waiting for the sun to come up, but we got the rains instead.
Rain is generally very welcome in Chennai city. People didn't get to experience much of that. But today, for the cyclothon, we were expecting that the rains would stay away, but not to be. But I'm sure all these participants are already used to such conditions. They do cycle in rainy conditions, sunny conditions. It wouldn't be as difficult. It would be, for us.
Yep, and it's an interesting mix in the different bike camera angles. We got to see a lot of people scourging ahead, but a lot of people staying up in the bunch as well. I think, regardless of it being an untimed race, I still think we're going to see some athletes who will be eager to win just for the bragging rights.
Of course, also for personal satisfaction. This is something that they'll really cherish. A lot of these pictures will go on social media as well. So, despite it being a green ride, which is untimed, surely there are a lot of people out there who are hoping to, be the first to cross the finish line.
Indeed, indeed.
In the short one now, we'll have one of the other social media influencers join us live from the venue. And there is the handle Loki_man.
அது முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் ப்ரைஸ் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூஷன் அந்த ப்ரொஃபஷனல் ஜெயிச்சா 1.5 லேக். அதுக்கப்புறம் மிச்சம் இருக்கிறதுல ஏஜ் கேட்டகரி பொறுத்து இப்போ நீங்கள் 18 இயர்ஸ்ல இருந்து ஹலோ லைவ் ஃபுல்லாக கட் ஆகிட்டு இருக்குது. உதயநிதி ஸ்டாலின் சார் வந்ததால் உள்ளே போய் நான் காமிக்கிட்டா வேணாம் அவ்வளோலாம் பிரச்சனையாக இருக்கும். அது இப்போதைக்கு நம்ம பண்ண தேவையில்ல. இதுதான் வந்து ஃப்ளாக் ஆஃப் ஸ்டேஜ் இங்கே ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகி முடிச்சதுக்கப்புறம் சூப்பராக இருக்குது. நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் வந்து இந்த கிளைமேட்டில் ஆனால் ஓட்டுறது பயங்கரமாக இருக்கும். ஆனால் என்ன கொஞ்சம் ரிஸ்க்காகவும் இருக்கும். ஆனால் எல்லாருமே வந்துட்டாங்க, 100% எல்லாருமே வந்துட்டாங்க. அதுதான் மழை பெஞ்சால் பரவாயில்ல அப்படின்ட்டுன்னு.
That was one of the Instagram influencers based in Chennai who was live at the. What he was telling, Nirav, is that almost everybody who registered for the event turned up despite it raining. So rains weren't a deterrent for the cyclists. It was the passion of participating in such a mass event, the enthusiasm that kept them coming despite there being rains overnight, rains early morning, and I think there is a constant drizzle as well as we speak at the venue. As you could see, quite a few umbrellas go up. So it's extraordinary when someone is really passionate about sports, cycling to be specific. The rain is not at all a deterrent.
Indeed, I think similar words were echoed by the gentleman at the starting line who was doling out some of the instructions to the various cyclist participants, and he was encouraging them, and he was happy that they showed up and that they're doing their best. And as he clearly said, that a lot of other people they chose to sleep in on a Sunday morning and enjoy the rains quietly from the comfort of their homes. But a lot of these cyclists who are passionate about the sport and about fitness, they've chosen to come here in like large numbers and brave the rains and enjoy this process. And here we have a broadcast of the second race, the amateur road race, which is also of 55 kilometers. Similar to the professional race, they took a U-turn at Srinivas College, and they're heading back now. It seems, I think we're at the 1 hour 20 minute mark almost, which means in the next 5 to 10 minutes we should start seeing some finishes, maybe even some late race sprints despite the rain.
And this looks like a very evenly contested race as well. Everyone almost neck and neck, and I hope there is no collision that's going to happen like it happened in the professional case. And we're seeing many of the green ride participants, I guess, completing the race. or these could be the MTB, amateur MTB participants. Many of them would actually be completing the race in the next few minutes.
Some
And
of
you
the
can see the
tires would
excitement
indicate that.
across the finish line. Yeah, go ahead, Nirav.
I was saying some of the tire sizes would indicate that those were the amateur MTB road race participants.
Yes, it most likely is, because the green ride just begun a few minutes back. So it's most likely the amateur MTB participants who took part in the 24-kilometer race.
A lot of the athletes who finished the race still at the latter parts of the finish line. The excitement is still alive there. They're waiting to see which of their friends and fellow participants finished.
On the ECR, further up after the finish line, if you proceed further, there is Mahabalipuram, a small town. It's famous for its ancient rock-cut temples, Nirav, including the Shore Temple, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And a couple of years back, the Premier of China had visited Chennai, and he had met our Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Mahabalipuram. Mahabalipuram has monolithic rock temples, entire temples carved out of a single rock. And it's an amazing spot to visit. So if you're visiting Chennai, Mahabalipuram is one place you really wouldn't want to miss.
Definitely. And I think we've had more people from the amateur MTB or amateur road race finish.
As you can see, there's a constant drizzle, and oh my goodness, they're all thumping their fists and very, very thrilled to complete this race. I think this one is the amateur 55-kilometer participants. And
Yep,
it's an incredible achievement. Yep. It's an incredible achievement for these to brave these rainy conditions and complete the races safely. And look at these guys; they're not giving up, even though they know that they're not winning the race. They're not giving up, and they're going full steam right until the very end. And we have some very talented cyclists as well, though, who do not need handles. This is something I used to do as a child as well, Nirav. The thrill of riding without holding your handle. Sometimes I could take some turns as well, without actually holding the handles.
Wow, that's certainly an impressive feat. I could never manage that kind of stuff. It used to terrify me quite a bit.
There's one thing that I couldn't master was what they call as a wheelie on a cycle. There were guys who would lift the front wheel and just ride with the back wheel and perform a lot of stunts. That is something I couldn't do. But I was a decent cyclist, and at my age level, I had mentioned earlier, I won a couple of cyclothons in much smaller distance, of course, maybe less than 10K, probably, maybe 5 or 8K. But then that was when I was a kid almost, and I can relate to the thrill of participating in a cycle race. So you have more of the amateur race participants completing the races, and we are the end of most of the races, we are waiting for the green race participants to complete, and they will also be completing very soon because their race is just for 15 kilometers. And I can see that there is some serious competition here. The gentleman who's now taking the lead, he's taking a big lead. The one in the red jersey was actually having the lead, but he's unable to catch up, tiring out a little bit maybe. But this looks very, very interesting.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that they're not particularly switching lanes. They're still taking advantage of the drafting process. But because the leader and the subsequent people in the draft are going at such high pace, that even the people at the back are, complementing that pace. And looks like we're gonna have a head-to-head finish.
We are
between
watching the
red and
finish of
white
one of the
jerseys.
races, and there is a very, very close. I wish we got a side angle there, and I think the guy in the one in the white jersey may have just finished a few inches ahead of the competition. The exhilaration, the thrill of completing the race can be seen in the participants, all of them so happy and experiencing a sense of achievement, accomplishment.
I think it's that part of that time for the event where a lot of the amateur road race, amateur MTB, and the green ride participants are going to be finishing in almost quick succession to one another. So we're going to see a lot of focus on the finish line camera.
Yep. And the ones who have finished the race probably can treat themselves to some yummy South Indian Tamil Nadu style breakfast. There is a combo called mini tiffin, which is very popular, and there's this chain of restaurants called Sangeeta, where you get mini tiffin. And there's another restaurant called Hot Chips, I think, or something. I'm not very sure. So the combo breakfasts, where you get one mini masala dosa, you get a vada, some pongal, idli, and all of that together is a very popular breakfast option in Chennai. And every time I visit Chennai, I ensure I ask my sister to get me one of those mini tiffins. So cold weather, hot coffee, rainy weather, hot coffee, hot tea, mingle with vada. I wish we weren't doing this remotely.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's, just listening to you describe that mini tiffin is making my mouth water.
You're from Mumbai, right, Nirav? So if you ever visited Matunga and King Circle, you have
Oh yes,
a very famous
know your stuff, man.
South Indian restaurant, the Madras Cafe, right?
Yes, we have
Madras
Madras Cafe, we have Ramashray, we have Arya Bhavan.
Yeah, I think King's Circle or something it's called, right?
Yeah,
Matunga.
next to King Circle. It's close by to Matunga station, actually.
Right. When I used to crave for South Indian food, I used to visit Madras Cafe, but the food, the rasam and everything at Madras Cafe there is much spicier than what you would actually get in Chennai. But Chennai is known for its wide variety of cuisines at pretty affordable prices as well.
I'm sure. It's certainly sounds
the
like
Amma canteens that were functioning some time back. I'm not very sure if they still do function, but you used to get idlis for 1 rupee, right? And they were all good quality food being served at Amma canteens all over the city.
1
Apart
rupee
from the
is
cyclists,
it's crazy.
1 rupee, just 1 rupee for idli with chutney as well. So I'm not very sure if summer canteens are still functioning. I guess they may. Coming back to the cyclothon, we're waiting for the green line participants to complete the race. There is one, we just got a quick glimpse of one of the participants who's probably completed her race. And sometime back, we had Udayalan, the sports minister of Tamil Nadu, flag off the green ride, which is an untimed race, 15 kilometers.
Yeah, some of the participants just rolling in, crossing the finish line, and probably some of the more exhausted and injured participants can be taken care of by the medical partner HCL Healthcare. HCL, of course, dedicated
in the power of sports near, goes beyond business. They've been a driving force behind numerous sporting events, squash, bridge, and they're also an active supporter of Gold Quest, the Olympic Gold Quest.
A great round of applause to the Honorable Minister Sir Udayanidhi Stalin on the stage. A great motivator. Hello everyone, all the cyclists, professional riders.
Here we have the winners of the
professionals race. At third place, we got Sahil Kumar, bib number 55064. At second place, we have Vishjit Singh from Punjab at 55050. And the gentleman who took the lead right at the end and took a very sizable lead is winner Joel Santosh Sundaram from Tamil Nadu with bib number 55068. A big congratulations to the winners. So, Joel's performance in the last stretch was extraordinary, wasn't it?
Indeed, it was really something to behold. Straight out of almost a movie, the way that Joel took the lead. And it's good stuff. It's a local boy that's taken home the gold in the professional race. Certainly uplifting for a lot of the local people that have come out here and support in large numbers. We do have a footfall of almost 3,000 people at the event, including the participating athletes. And I think it's just gonna be good for the legacy of cycling in Tamil Nadu. It will be more encouraging for young boys and girls who are viewing this right now to pick up the sport.
Of course, and it is it's a wonderful moment for the people of Tamil Nadu because one of their own has finished first place in this professional race. I'm not very certain if Joel was part of the Noida race, but it's a great feeling the localites, one of their own, has won this event. Big congratulations to Joel Santosh.
Check. Okay, all the cyclists are ready. All cyclists, please come in front of the stage. 3, Chennai. Sorry, I'm tired. On the stage to give the prizes, the cash prize to the fastest 3 riders in the professional category. 55-kilometer race. Categories out of which 3 were timed: professional 55-kilometer race, amateur 55-kilometer race, and a great to the Honorable Minister Sir Udayanidhi Stalin on the stage, a great motivator. Can someone start the door? Hello. Okay, can someone ask? Sir, please. Okay, all the professional riders who have finished their ride. Again, many people want to turn up, but I think that's the fire, that's the power of ECR Road, the cyclist community in the already have the results in association with SDAT, Tamil Nadu. From the country should feel like coming and riding. The way I'm getting the support. Thank you SDAT, Cycling Federation of India, Omkar Sir, Mahinderji for being patient with us for these last 3 months. Dr. Atul Mishra Sir, every time when we wanted any support, we approached him. He was always open with both arms to provide the guidance. Thank you sir for being here. We're very honored. Thanks to HCL for providing this opportunity for people like us who are, and that too in lots of challenging ways. We had multiple. We'll start with the second runner-up. A great round of applause, guys. Finishing it strong. The second runner-up, Sahil Kumar. Sahil Kumar, we request Honorable Minister Sir to please present the trophy of second runner-up to Sahil Kumar of SSCB. Right, great round of applause for these people coming up and showcasing the talent, the skills, the right. Thank you Cycling Federation of India for all the support. I request Sahil, if you can stay, Sahil, if you can stay here, we can have a group picture later on. Okay, for the first runner-up, we have somebody, Sahil, if you can stay here on the stage, with a cash prize of 75,000. Now the first runner-up, with a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh, is Vishwajit Singh, bid number 50 from Punjab. Vishwajit Singh from Punjab, the trophy first, to the Honorable Minister Sir. The first runner-up, Vishwajit Singh, bid number 50. A cash prize of rupees 1 lakh with the support of Tamil Nadu government, SDAT, HCL, trying to fund and elevate these sports where we see the talent, we see the potential, and that's where we pitch in. That's where we call HCL. It's all about human potential multiplied. That's the number 68 from Tamil Nadu. I saw him here. He was roaming around. 55 kilometer category. Yeah, can someone call Tamil Nadu and sing, sir, team is here, if you can call the winner. Joel sir. Sing. Okay, so till the time we wait for Joel, it was a huge honor, sir, working here, with the entire department, with the government. And there are two people I have been in touch with since we launched the press conference. And I'm hugely inspired the way, the positivity they give when we talk about sports. And that's what I think we discussed also during the launch. So I would like to felicitate, I will ask you if we can felicitate these two people who have been the backbone of this whole race. request Sundar, President Strategy HCL, to please, if you can come forward. Sundar. So we all need a leader, a visionary who can show us the path. It's not only about dreaming about an idea, it's also about the support. So a huge thanks from our side, from HCL side. We request Sundar if you can present the momentum to Honorable Minister Sir. Great round of applause for Tamil Nadu government and HCL. And this whole partnership, which is leading sports to a different direction, especially in cycling. Sundar, if you can present the token also from HCL side to Honorable Minister Sir. Guys, a great round of applause. Blocking 55 kilometers wasn't an easy thing. It was all because of the support we have from the government. And now, two people whom I'm very fond of now, and I request you so we can honor them. We have a small gesture from our side, from HCL side, to Dr. Atulya Mishra sir, for your great support. Atulya Mishra sir, Additional Chief Secretary Tamil Nadu Government sir, huge support. Thank you so much, sir. If you can have a seat, please, sir. Have a seat. We have one more person, and there were two technical people involved when we were doing this, right, sir? One SDAT, who were like there on the ground every time. Every time I've called Meghnad, sir, he's like, last night also I called him, and he's like, don't worry, if anybody calls, give my name. I'm like, wow, sir. Thank you so much. We'll request Omkar, sir. He's been a pioneer in the cycling industry from last so many years. I have seen him when he was a coach and then growing. Sir, thank you for joining us. I know you had a busy schedule, you were traveling. It was in Asian Games and then it was in Bombay, now National Games are coming. We request Omkar sir if you can present the momentum from our side to Meghnad Reddy sir, SDAT. Member Secretary, great round of applause for Cycling Federation of India and Meghnad Reddy sir. So thank you so much for your support. Please sir, we'll just take this is really fun. Do we have bill number 68, Joel here? We don't? Okay. Joel, bill number 68, come on. I thought you were going to take your phone, man. Come on. I know you're not tired. It's only 55 kilometers you're riding. And that's why you went to your phone. Congratulations. And great applause for the winner of the first edition of 55 kilometer race category professional. The request Honorable Minister Sir to give the trophy of first. Bill number 68, Joel Santosh Sundar, Tamil Nadu, at the first edition of HCL Cyclothon, Chennai 2023. And a cash prize of 1,25,000 rupees on behalf of HCL and Tamil Nadu government. I think one shout out for Tamil Nadu. Hip hip! Hip hip! So request sir, if you can come forward, we can have a group picture with all the winners. All the winners can keep your checks. You can, I think, sit, they all can stand. All the photographers make sure everyone is in the frame. Thank you all, thank you everyone. So we thought that we will have only male riders and ringgit wrap-up, but I think female riders were very fast and they all had finished. I'm just going to check if they're here so we can... These powerful girls have just finished. We'll check, we'll check if they've reached here. Do we have girls winner bib number 19, 20 and 41? The female riders bib number 19, 20 and 41. Okay, so I would like to invite Jyoti, with number 19, the second runner-up from Gujarat at the first edition of HCL Cyclothon, Honorable Minister Sir, to give away the prize. Wow, congratulations, Jyoti. It's okay, you first. And a cash prize of 75,000 rupees. Really, we can stay here. We'll have a good picture of you. Now I'm going to call. She's a friend. Before when I know she said the name. Bid number 20, Muskan Gupta from the same state, Gujarat. Congratulations, Muskan. The first runner-up. I request Honorable Minister Sir to please give away the trophy. And a cash prize of rupees 1 lakh, sir, to Muskan. Congratulations, Muskan. We have back-to-back second and first runner-up from Gujarat. Now, do we have bid number 41, Koirum Regia? Bid number 41, Koirum Regia. If you are listening to my voice, please come on the stage. Bid number 41, Koirum. I think she's still not. She's here. All the professional riders, please ask her to run. She has cycled, she can run. Then we'll swim, we'll also do triathlon here. Right, great round of applause for the winner of the female professional category, bid number 41, Koirum Regia Devi from Assam. Riding strongly, coming first. The trophy, Honorable Minister Sir. Guys, you should all share them like there are great riders representing country, representing state. And a cash prize of rupees 1,25,000. Three cheers for all the winners. I request all two others, second runner and first runner, Jyoti and Muskan, to join. You can sit in the front, we can have a group picture. Bilal, if you can sit in the center. Come in the center. Thank you. Come on guys, you can clap for the winners of the first edition female category professional 55-kilometer ride. Brave, strong girls riding in the rain, finishing strong, burning the road. Amazing, amazing energy. Thank you all the girls. Thank you for joining. I would like to thank on behalf of HCL to all the dignitaries, guests, sir. Thank you for joining on the stage. It was a great honor hosting this event last 3 months. Hope to see all of them racing for a bigger challenge next year in Chennai. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Cycling Federation of India. Thank you, SDAT. Thank you, Government of Tamil Nadu. If you can be based for the Honorable Minister, sir.
Thank you everybody, and congratulations to all the winners. After, you can go and have your refreshments now, and soon we will start with the amateur category winners, once we have the winners with us. So please go and have your refreshments. Thank you and congratulations once again to all the winners. We have RJ Sanjeev from Surin FM.
Hello.
Sorry. RJ Ranjeet from Surin FM. So I would request you to please come on the stage and interact with the audience.
இப்போ ஓகேங்களா இப்போ தெரியுங்களா இப்போ ஓகேங்களா இவரு சரி
Ask him to say.
தமிழ்நாடு ரைடர்ஸ் எலைட் கேட்டகரி ரைடர்ஸ் தம்பி தமிழ்நாடு ரைடர்ஸ் நான் ஒரு போட்டோ எடுத்துக்கலாம் ப்ளீஸ் கம் ஏய் தமிழ்நாடு ரைடர்ஸ்லாம் இங்க வாங்கப்பா தமிழ்நாடு ரைடர்ஸ்லாம் வாங்க மேல வாங்க ஸ்டேஜ்ல வாங்க கம் ஃபாஸ்ட் ஹலோ ஏய் கம் ஹியர் பாபா வா ஃபாஸ்ட் ஆ இப்போ என்னோட கேமரா தான் ஸ்டேக் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு எத கனெக்ட்ல இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு பாபா நீங்க ஸ்டாண்ட் இல்ல சார் இங்க ஸ்டாண்ட் கொடுத்தாங்க சார் இங்க கையில வச்சு தம்பி எப்படி சொல்றீங்க தம்பி ஏய் ஸ்டாண்ட் மட்டும் ஸ்டேஜ் சொல்றேன் கரெக்ட்டா மேல வாங்க இந்தா போங்க only professional Tamil Nadu riders bro say back ஏய் இதான் வச்சிருக்கேன் elite category riders Tamil Nadu people come ஆமா ஆமா நம்ம ஸ்டேஜ் தான் இருக்கு இல்ல அவரு இல்ல இந்த கேமரா நான் எப்படி ஸ்டாண்ட் எல்லாம் வைக்க முடியும் இது போடுன்றாரு எல்லாரும் ஒரு மெடலை கலெக்ட் பண்ணீங்க finish பண்ணிட்டு உங்க மெடலை கலெக்ட் பண்ணீங்க
All professional riders, if you have not collected your medals, please go and collect them. It is after the finishing line. जितने भी प्रोफेशनल राइडर्स हैं जिन्होंने साइकिल रेस कंप्लीट कर लिया है लेकिन अपना मेडल कलेक्ट नहीं किया, आप प्लीज फिनिश लाइन पे चले जाइए और उसके बाद आपका मेडल काउंटर है, प्लीज अपने मेडल वहां से कलेक्ट कर लीजिए.
பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் நீங்க உங்க ரேஸ் முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா உங்களோட பிக்கப் லைன்ல போய் உங்களோட மெடல்ஸ் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. இட் இஸ் தேர்.
Now we have Arjun and Deep with us. He will take care and interact with you guys.
So, thank you so much once again. Please, sir. வணக்கம் அண்ட் எல்லாருமே ஒரு ரெஃப்ரெஷ்மெண்ட்ஸ் நீங்க எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஸோ ரெஃப்ரெஷ்மெண்ட்ஸ் எடுத்து முடிச்சுட்டு வரீங்களா நம்ம டைரக்டா அங்க போயிடலாமா? மைக்கோடைய ரேஞ்ச் வந்து அவங்க கிட்ட இருக்குங்களா? போலாமா? Yeah, I'll do that. So welcome back once again to all the cyclists over there. Give a big round of applause for yourself, please. இந்த பொட்ட மழையில நீங்க வந்து இவ்வளவு தூரம் வந்ததே பெரிய விஷயம். அதுக்கு எல்லாமே நீங்க கிளாப் பண்ணலாம். ப்ளீஸ் கம் ஆன் கைஸ். ஓகே, உங்களுடைய ரெஃப்ரெஷ்மெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே இருக்கு. அண்ட் மீன்வைல் சார், நீங்க நம்ம ஊரா சார்? வாங்க, ஜஸ்ட் கம் ஆன் டு தி ஸ்டேஜ் அண்ட் ஷேர் யுவர் இந்த சைக்கிள்தான்ல பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணது உங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருக்குன்றத ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. சூப்பர் சார். யுவர் குட் நேம் அர்ஷத். யூ ஃப்ரம் கோயம்புத்தூர். தமிழ்நாடுல நான் இல்ல அப்படின்ற கோயம்புத்தூர் இல்ல. எங்க கோயம்புத்தூர்ல எங்க? கோவை புதூர். நீ சொல்லு, கோயம்புத்தூர்ல சைக்கிள் ஓட்டுறதுக்கும் நம்ம ஊர்ல இங்க ஈசிஆர் ரோட்ல சைக்கிள் ஓட்டுறதுக்கும் எப்படி இருக்கு? எந்த ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் விஷயம் வந்து கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப டஃபா இருந்துச்சு? இந்த ரோடு இந்த இடம் கொஞ்சம் கவர் பண்றது கஷ்டமா இருந்துச்சு.
இல்ல கஷ்டமா எதுவும் இல்லை, பட் கிராஷ் எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் நடந்தது, அதை கொஞ்சம் தவிர்த்துக்கலாம்.
ஆனா மத்தவங்க எல்லாம் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்களா? சைக்கிள்ஸ் மட்டும் இல்லாம இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த கார் பைக்ஸ் எல்லாம் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்களா?
நல்லா சப்போர்ட் பண்ணாங்க. HCLக்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ்.
சூப்பர். HCLக்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லிட்டா கண்டிப்பா உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா 25,000 கிடைக்கும். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் சார். ஸோ வேற யாராவது இருக்கீங்களா? மற்ற வாங்க சார். சூப்பர் சார். விஜயகாந்தோட அக்கா பையன் எல்லாரும் இருக்கீங்க. கமான் சார். Give a big round of applause to this person. அருமை. சூப்பர் சார். கியரோடவே வரீங்க. உங்க பேரு? பாலாஜி. பாலாஜி. நீங்க எந்த ஊரு?
ஆக்சுவலாக கன்னியாகுமரி டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ங்க. போரூர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன்.
கன்னியாகுமரி டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் ஆனால் போரூர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கீங்க. சொல்லுங்க, நீங்க இந்த சைக்கிள் தான் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணுறது உங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருந்துச்சு?
ஆசம்ங்க. ஆக்சுவலாக வெல் ஆர்கனைஸ்டு, பக்காவாக பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. இதில் எங்கேருந்து நம்ம எஜெக்ட் வரைக்கும் ரெப்ரஸன்மெண்ட் இதெல்லாம், அப்புறம் மெடல், ஆக்சுவலாக எல்லாமே மெடலில் டைமிங் சர்டிஃபிகேட் மெயினாக கொடுக்குறாங்க. அதாவது மெயினாக ஆக்சுவலாக யாரும் வந்து இதில் டிசப்பாயின்மெண்ட் ஆகிற மாதிரி பார்க்குறாங்க. தேங்க்யூ.
சூப்பர். HCL டீம் உங்களுக்காக தான் அவர் சொன்னாரு, சூப்பரா ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்கன்ட்டு. Give a big round of applause to HCL team. Thank you so much பாலாஜி அவர்களே. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து எல்லாமே பக்காவா பண்ணிருக்காங்க அப்படின்றோட. வேற ஏதாவது ஸ்டேட்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்கீங்களா? இதே some other person you are from, madam? Yes, please come on to the stage. Yes, here. Please give a round of applause to this young lady who's looking like Hindi for a heroine. Yes, madam. You, what happened to you? You skid? Okay. Give a big round of applause. Skid ஆகி கீழே விழுந்தாலும் கண்டிப்பா இங்க வரணும்னு வந்து நீங்க பண்ணிருக்காங்க. இது ஒரு டீம் மேடம். Dronika. What happened? Fracture. But you still finished the leg. She won the race, but she still having a fracture and still and all. Give a big round of applause for her. And how was tell me an experience participating in the cyclothon?
Amazing event. By so far, like amazing people, amazing riders, and all the martial organization everything.
And how was here in Chennai? How was the roads? How was the people support? How was the ride?
That's good.
But please take care of your health, madam. Thank you so much. Give a big round of applause for her. So வந்து இந்த கடையுமே வந்து கொடுப்பதற்காக ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்திருக்காங்க அவங்க. And any other people other than தமிழ்நாட்டுல இருந்து வேற யாராவது வந்தீங்களா? வாங்க சார். Please. Your good name. His name is Vairumuthu. So any Tamil fans Vairumuthu அவர்களுக்கு பாண்டிச்சேரியா? ஓகே. தெளிவா இருக்கீங்களா? ஓகே. சரி, நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, பாண்டிச்சேரி ரோட்ல ஓட்டிருக்கீங்க, ஈஸியார்ல இருந்து சைக்கிள் ஓட்டுற அனுபவம் எப்படி?
ஃபுல்லா ஆரோவில் ஆஃப் ரோடிங். ஸோ அந்த இதுல இருந்து இப்போ ஈஸியாக இருக்கிறது கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரெண்டா இருக்கு.
ஸோ இனிமேல் நிறைய சைக்கிள் உங்களை பார்க்கலாம். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் பிரதர்.
வராங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு அப்புறம்
சூப்பர். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். ஸோ வேற ஏதாவது ஸ்டேட்ல இருந்து நீங்க வந்திருக்கீங்களா? பீப்புள் from Andhra. Yeah. So I'll just tell something. I am very moderate in English. Is there anybody who are from other states other than Tamil Nadu? You can share your experience being participated in the cyclothon. Anyone who is willing to share their experience? Okay. So யார் யாரெல்லாம் வந்து பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணீங்களோ உங்க எல்லாத்துக்குமே வாழ்த்துக்கள் சூரியன் எஃப்எம் சார்பாக. ஓகே, எல்லா குற்ற மழையுமே பொருட்படுத்தாம நீங்க வந்து பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணதுக்கு, நீங்க வந்து வெயிட் பண்ணதுக்கு வாழ்த்துக்கள். அடுத்து யாராவது வரணும் அவருது. ஓகே, அண்ட் ஃபைனலா வந்து நம்ம HCL டீமுக்கு வந்து எல்லாருமே இருக்கிறவங்க கிளாப் பண்ணலாமே ப்ளீஸ். HCLக்கு ப்ளீஸ் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூப்பரான ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணி இந்த கொற்ற மழையிலேயே ஒரு ஈவெண்ட் நடக்குமா நடக்காதா அப்படிங்கிறத தாண்டி இன்னைக்கு இந்த ஈவெண்ட்டை சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா முடிச்சிருக்காங்க. வாங்க சார். சூப்பர். You're from Chengalpattu, Chennai, Megarial. Tell me, what's your name?
Srivatsan Prabhakar.
Okay, traveling from Chengalpattu itself is a big task. And how is this cyclothon?
Yeah, this is very fantastic. Actually, I am an endurance cyclist. Okay. So this is my first race. Here I completed in an average of 40.
Okay.
I really enjoyed. Thanks for HCL, Pro Bikers and other supporting teams.
Okay, how was the ride எப்படி இருந்துச்சு? Like ஸ்மூதா இருந்துச்சு, அதாவது இடத்துல வந்து உங்களுக்கு தேவைப்படுற விஷயம் எல்லாமே கிடைச்சதா?
எல்லாமே கிடைச்சது. ஸோ எங்கேயுமே நிறுத்தணுன்ற இன்டென்ஷன் கிடையாது. எல்லாமே வந்து பர்ஃபெக்டாக ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்ணி வச்சிருந்தாங்க. I want to thank Chennai police also because they had done the great job.
Sit down.
So அவங்களுக்காக வந்து டெஃபினட்டாக வந்து இந்த HCL, Pro Bikers, தமிழ்நாடு போலீஸ் அண்ட் வாலண்டியர்ஸ்க்காக வந்து ஒரு பிக் ரவுண்ட் ஆஃப் அப்ளைஸ்
நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு காவல்துறைக்காக எல்லாருமே ஒரு பெருத்த கரகோஷங்கள் கொடுங்க. ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா இன்னைக்கு வந்து நீங்க வந்துட்டீங்க, பட் வந்து ஃப்ரம் மார்னிங் 3:30ல இருந்து டிராபிக் டைவர்ஷன்ஸ்லாம் பக்காவா பண்ணி சைக்கிளிஸ்டா இருக்கட்டும், வரக்கூடிய ஜெனரல் பப்ளிக்கா இருக்கட்டும், எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு ஸ்மூத்தான டிராவல் வந்து ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு காவல்துறை. அட் தி சேம் டைம் டிராபிக் போலீஸ் அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு மிகப்பெரிய கைத்தட்டல் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. டிராபிக் போலீஸ் ஓகே. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் சார்.
சுரேஷ் சார் ஃபோன் அடிச்சு என்னன்னு கேட்க அவரு சுரேஷ் சார் கால் பண்ணிட்டு நான் எப்படி எடுக்க முடியும்? ரெக்கார்டிங் இருக்கு.
உங்க குட் நேம்? சந்தோஷ்மா. யூ ஆர் ஃப்ரம்?
ஃபோன் பேக்கெட்ல இருக்கு.
ஓகே, கேளம்பாக்கம்னா சைக்கிள்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் இருப்பாங்க. நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, இந்த ஒரு சைக்கிளோதான்ல பார்ட்டிசிபேட் உங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருந்துச்சு?
நான் ஒரு 4 months தான் சைக்கிளிங் ஓடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஸோ இது வந்து எனக்கு ரொம்ப பெரிய அட்வான்டேஜ். அதாவது 4 மாதத்துக்கு அப்புறம் இது மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய ஈவெண்ட்ல கலந்துக்கிறதுக்கு HCLக்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ். அதே மாதிரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் தமிழ்நாடு போலீஸ்க்கு நான் ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்றேன். ஏன்னா நம்ம சைக்கிள்லேருந்தே வரும்போது நம்ம எனர்ஜி ஃபுல்லாக ட்ரெயின் ஆனாலும் அவங்க ரொம்ப எத்தியாஸ்டிக்காக நமக்கு வந்து கிளாப் பண்ணி கமான் யூ கேன் டூ இட்னும் போது நமக்கு இன்னும் நல்லா இருக்குது. ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் தமிழ்நாடு போலீஸ்க்கு தேங்க்ஸ். அதே மாதிரி மார்னிங் நான் ஒரு 4 o'clockலேருந்தே அந்த ரைட் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணேன். இங்கே வரைக்கும் எந்த கொடுத்த முன்னாடியும் போலீஸ் அப்படியே இருந்துட்டு நமக்கு அவ்வளோ நல்லா சூப்பராக பண்ணாங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் அது தேங்க்ஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து HCL பீப்புளுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸ். நெக்ஸ்ட் சைக்கிள் வந்து வெயிட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க.
சூப்பர், தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் பிரதர். ஆல் தி வெரி பெஸ்ட். அண்ட் அடுத்தடுத்து நிறைய போட்டிகள் நீங்க பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணி பல பரிசுகளை வின் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ ஒன்ஸ் அகைன் அடுத்தடுத்த போட்டிகளுக்கான வின்னர்ஸ் எல்லாமே வந்து ரெடி ஆகிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ எல்லாருக்குமே வாழ்த்துக்கள். வீட்டுக்கு போகும்போது பார்த்து பத்திரமா போங்க. அண்ட் தொடர்ந்து நீங்க வந்து அடுத்தடுத்த ஈவெண்ட்ஸ் சூரியன் பார்க்கலாம். சூரியன் எஃப்எம் மூலமாகவும் டிஜிட்டல் மூலமாகவும் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுங்க. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
You will just witness the prize distribution ceremony for the professional racers at the HCL Cyclothon 2023 a short while back. At third place, we had Sahil Kumar from SSCB. Second place was Shudip Singh from Punjab. And the winner was from Tamil Nadu, Joel Santosh. They were given the prizes by the Sports Minister and Minister for Youth Welfare of Tamil Nadu, Thiru Stalin.
And throughout this whole broadcast, Sandeep, we've been singing praises of HCL, the police department, and the sports authority of Tamil Nadu. But also kudos must be given to the cyclists who have also been up since 3:34. And here we have the list of winners for the women's category for professionals. It's in third place, it's Jyoti Kumawat from Gujarat. Second place, also from Gujarat, it's Muskan Gupta. And first place from Assam, it's Kolrom Rejlia Devi. Congratulations to all the winners.
Big congratulations to the winners. And during the prize distribution, we saw one of the participants had, in fact, severely bruised legs and also had a wrist fracture probably, but she was still in high spirits, and that goes to prove how much they love this sport and how much they love the event. Once again, big congratulations. It's so heartwarming to see cyclists from all over the country and from as far as Assam participating, even winning the cycle race. Big congratulations to Rom Vijaya Devi and also to Muskan Gupta and Jyoti Kumar from Gujarat.
Yep, and in the backdrop of the winners display, we can still see, I think, I'm assuming these are some of the participants in the green ride that are finishing their cyclothon just now.
And it's so heartwarming to see that they're not giving up. And I saw quite a few older gentlemen as well, or women as well, take part in the green ride. And it's here to stay. And more and more people are actually enjoying cycling and also understanding the health impacts, the positive health impacts that cycling can have.
Indeed. A lot of people smiling as they finish this this green ride. Look at them, they're smiling, talking to each other. Clearly, they had a wonderful ride across the ECR. A lot of people even posing for photos there.
Also, good opportunity to meet like-minded people and make new friends as well. Just saw a couple of them having a chat and coming, crossing the finish line. Many new friendships, relationships would probably be forged at such an event when they meet other like-minded people who also share the same love for cycling.
Definitely, definitely.
And HCL's support for sports goes a long way in bringing people together. So, an event that has been conceived, conceptualized, and executed by HCL Sports not only is a cyclothon in itself, but also a platform for many people to get together and share their experiences of cycling and make new friendships, and also encourage others who are watching this both on YouTube as well as live at the venue to also pick up cycling. And I'm personally myself very enthused now and want to get back. It's been quite some time, despite me being a winner of a couple of cycle races when I was much younger. I haven't been cycling too much of late, and watching all these cyclists gives me that josh as well to pick up cycling. So once again, on the screen you have the professionals women category winners. We have Jyoti Kumawat, the second runner-up. The first runner-up is Muskan Gupta, and Kodrom Devi from Assam is the winner. Mighty congratulations to all the winners in the women's category.
And Sandeep, you were talking about HCL's focus towards sports. Just a few days later, 17 days to be exact, they'll be hosting the 20th HCL International Bridge Championship. Bridge, of course, is an exciting card game and some exciting prizes to be won. A lot of emphasis on developing this sport, another niche sport in India. So, credit where credit is due. Some really impressive showing there by the HCL team.
Of course. This is a big event for Chennai City, and especially because a very important stretch, the ECR stretch, was completely reserved for this event, and goes to prove how serious the Tamil Nadu Sport Development Authority is about this event, as well as the government too. They all come together, join hands in executing this highly successful event.
Yep, and I think from coverage point of view also, they've involved like local radio partners there, Suryan FM 93.5. They even had the RJ, talk to some of the winners and talk to some of the other participants, get their thoughts on it. So I think the coverage is going to reach a lot of households, a lot of ears, and we're going to see some new people definitely experimenting with cycling.
Yeah, Suryan FM is the oldest radio station in Chennai after, of course, radio. So there are definitely many people in Chennai log in to Suryan FM, tune into Suryan FM every single day, and the message of this Cyclothon would have been spread far and wide in Chennai city.
Yep, and like we do it for the Mumbai Marathon here in Mumbai, where the Bandra Worli Sea Link is completely taken over by runners from all age groups and different backgrounds. The ECR today was blockaded specifically for the cyclothon. Few runners still making their way through, as visible on screen, joining into the fun of cycling. But what a spectacle to behold for the city of Chennai at this point. Truly marvelous. And really good setup there by the HCL event team and the police force of Tamil Nadu.
And the venue itself was so vibrant with all the drums beating and the fireworks and people cheering. We don't get the audio, live audio feed, but whenever we did switch to the live audio feed, we could make out how lively the environment was.
Indeed. I think specifically talking about the green ride, like it's amazing how many people are finishing, crossing the finish line with such, wide ear-to-ear smiles on their faces. It's really nice to see them really enjoying this sport of cycling.
Yeah, finishing a race is an accomplishment for most of the participants who take part in these non-competitive events.
We'll go a little back in history. Before Chennai got its name, it was called Madras, short for Madrasapattinam. So in the pair Madrasapattinam, again Madrasapattinam. கஷ்டமான கேள்வி வேணும், நீங்க தான் கேட்டீங்க. மெட்ராசப்பட்டினம் கேள்வி எங்கேருந்து வந்துச்சு? பேரு மெட்ராசப்பட்டினம் என்ற பேரு எங்கேருந்து வந்துச்சு?
எதனால மதராசப்பட்டினம்னு சொன்னாங்க?
அது கஷ்டமான கேள்விதான். ஹார்ஸ் ரிலேட்டடா? இல்ல இல்ல, ரப்பரும் இல்ல, இல்ல, எல்லாம் நான் லிவிங் திங்ஸ் தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கீங்களே. You're close, sir. You're close. சொல்லுங்க சார். Fishing இருந்தது. Very very close to answer. கிட்டத்தட்ட வந்துட்டீங்க. இல்ல இல்ல, see இல்ல. எல்லாம் நான் லிவிங் திங்ஸா சொல்றீங்க. கொஞ்சம் லிவிங் திங்ஸ் ஆலும் யோசிங்க ப்ளீஸ்.
Okay, guys, quickly, please. We have something very interesting coming up.
Actually, there was a fisherman called Madrasan. So, you were all very close. There was a fisherman called Madrasan. Okay, thank you everyone for participating. Thank you.
Okay, music down, please. Do we have the professional winners, male and female? The professional winners, male and female. We want to have a group picture with you once. Please come on the stage with Sports Development Authority, Tamil Nadu, and HCL. Guys, if you can come here, please. Okay, second gone. Okay, Joel, are you here? Joel from Tamil Nadu. There we are, Joel, thoda sa. You have Joel here from Tamil Nadu, please. Okay, we're going to have one last group picture, and we have two very interesting awards for this year's Cyclothon. Guys, if you can sit because you're a bit taller, they have to be. You can be like this. Girls, if you can join, two people can come this side. Two of you. Yeah, you can sit that side. Okay, one last time, big round of applause for these winners and runners-ups at the professional category, 55 kilometer and HCL Cyclothon, Chennai. Congratulations, thanks to HCL and SDAT. Oh, Joel is here. If you can move inside, move inside, please. Wow, all the three winners celebrating. We have people from Gujarat, Punjab, Indian Air Force, and our very own winner of Tamil Nadu at the HCL Cyclothon 2023 in association with SDAT. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir, for the support. Okay, two very important awards we have this year. Do we have people here from RR Dolly, RRD? Anybody from RRD? RRD! So, it is very easy. Okay, it is very easy to get people to run and walk because no accessory is required. But it is very tough to tell people to come in the helmets, bike, gears and everything. So this time we have two special awards. We thought that we will to motivate corporates. I think we are the one who sit most number of time, maximum number of time on the chair. So this year we had maximum participation award from a corporate also, and that award goes to RRD with 100 people participating. I'll request two people of RRD to please come. Two people please, two. Okay, four is good enough, please. I'll request Sundar and Meghnad Reddy sir to please, to both of you please, to give away the prize. Guys, RRD please, get an applause. Maximum participation award, RRD. RRD. 100 cyclists registered together at a time. Congratulations. Thank you HCL. Thank you SDAT for the support. Now you know that whom are you competing with. Next year they might come with 150. So you have to go and tell your bosses that there is something. What happened to you? All good? Okay. You'll ride back home? Thank you so much. Congratulations. This time 100, next time 1000. We'll wait for all the participants. Okay. We know we have lots of cycling groups in Chennai, but there is one cycling group which is very unique. Do we have cyclists of BOB here? Cyclists from BOB? Do we have more cyclists from BOB? Can you call them? BOB, Babes on Bike. Do we have cyclists from Babes on Bike? Boys on Bike. But babies this time were not allowed. So this was a very interesting group which I found. The only women group which was started as Babes on Bike by Neena Reddy. She is the founder of Babes on Bike, and then she started Boys on Bike. And she's like, both the boys and babes will not go out until babies will go out. So she made babies on bike. Can we have some of the people from BOB? Neerja, you can join please. You have other riders from BOB? BOB riders, anyone here? Please come fast. The maximum participation award to a single group goes to BOB with more than 35 riders. We'll request BOB riders to come on the stage, please. All the BOB riders, right fast, please, Deja. And we have a special lady who's joining us, part of the BOB group, Deja. Please, you have to run fast. She's a two-time cancer conqueror. She's been motivating lots of cancer survivors and patients in Chennai and everybody. Congratulations. Congratulations. I would request. Oh, you are also here? Hi, that's Preeti. So you'll see more babes and less boys. Congratulations, guys. Give an applause. A great round of applause for BOB and for the Maximum Participation Award. Joining the line, congratulations.